Hello, folks.
Hello.
We're finally live.
Yeah, finally live. Finally live.
uh, well, it's Lisa Conway, Lisa My Eclectic Life, Tanya McGuire, and Linda McAllister. And I'm gonna
Uh-oh. I'm sorry,
what?
that was mine. I had on my audio still.
Uh-oh. It's all
Okay.
Tanya's fault.
All my fault. All my fault. Okay, I am good. I got it all set up and ready to go.
Okay,
Um,
we're gonna just go straight to you, Tanya.
okay, Sharon is here. Yay.
Hi, Sharon.
I don't want to start real fast, Lisa, because I
I
want to give
agree.
people time to get in.
All right,
So
we'll go to this screen for right now.
that sounds like a deal. Barb is here and Patricia's here. Hello, guys. I have to show
Hi.
y'all. I got craft supplies while we were camping. Joan's here. Hello, Joan. These were on our tables. The theme for this month's camp out was Margaritaville. And so, everything was tropical. And so there were these every time we had a dinner or some food, I'd snitch a napkin and then I would use Jeff's.
There you go. Hi, Joan. Hi, Barb.
And then we went out to dinner and I got silverware thingies. Maria's here. Becky's here.
Hi,
Hi,
Maria.
Becky.
Did we say hello to Patricia
Hi,
and Holly and Mindy? Hi, guys.
Mitch, and Barb and Joan.
Hi, Mindy.
Maria. Hi.
So I did get a little bit more done from the last time we were on.
Wow.
Let me go to you and you can show us what you did.
Okay. I got more little bands and I'm coming. There's another one. I just put some stuff on a few places. Just
Oh, I like that.
added
Cool.
little lace thingies. Let me back out just a little bit.
Hi, Janet. Hi,
The
Debbie. Glad you made it, Debbie.
the little tabs, I put those in. I did some more pockets. I was working on those. And see, I just little things I just stitched on like that. That's just a piece of the rickrack that I stitched on as a tab. So I just got a few more things like that done. Now, I do have an issue. I don't have a near enough tags to go in here, but they weren't important today to have them totally finished.
Right.
See, this is a little pocket made with the lace.
Oh, very
really cute.
Cool.
I am finding for this particular book, I like this kind of tag a little better than the tall ones. I'm going to go ahead and put these in there, but they just don't make me as happy as the other kind.
Yeah, the square ones are really cute.
Mm-hmm. Well, and even the rectangle ones, see, I just put a piece of lace on there. That's just a piece of thread. And more pockets. So I made another belly band piece. And see, these tags just don't go in the belly bands very well. So, I'll need to make more tags anyways. So those will be much cuter. So I won't be done when I get this put together by any.
Oh, me either. In fact, I was hoping to go in and do some sewing and stuff in between, and I did absolutely nothing from the last time that you and I played a little bit and today. So
Yeah, so that's what I've been up to. So
very cool.
Do you want to show your book though, and Linda show hers?
Yeah, let me put it on Linda. Linda, why don't you show us where you're at right now and what you've got?
I'm kind of the same as you, Lisa. I didn't do much. And hi, Janet.
Hi, Lori. I'm glad you're here. Teresa.
Annie.
I got my signatures and I did put some thingy paperclip on it. And that's about it. But I did collect some stuff that I want to stuff in it.
Aha.
And that's like altered playing cards. this one, and I can't. The whole afternoon was. How do you call this again? This thing.
Oh, it's we call it a zine.
A zine. That's it.
Yeah,
So I made some.
or a one-page book.
Yeah, I made some zines that I can stick in it.
Oh, very cute.
And some zines with text in it. You know, like this.
Hello, Anne. I'm glad you're here.
And another one.
Oh,
In it.
cute.
And I made. I don't know if you guys know this. Do you know this kind of booklet?
I don't know. Show us.
Oh.
How cute.
Tea stained paper. And then you can journal inside of it. And just close
Okay,
it.
Linda, you're going to have to come back and show us how to do one of those.
I was gonna say we need to do that.
And then I thought, yeah. I thought you then can stuck in it. It fits perfectly. So maybe I can find a pocket to put it in. I don't know yet.
Okay.
And another zine. And some other stuff.
Awesome.
Oh, and the toilet roll. I don't know.
Toilet paper book.
Oh, show us that one too.
Just, you know, a little
Very,
one. That
very
you can-
cute.
A little tiny signature book made with the toilet paper.
Maria says, do you have a tutorial? She wants you to do a tutorial. So we may come back later
I
in
don't
the
know.
year and do that.
Lisa, how about we'll talk to her about November, because if we did it in October or September, I couldn't do it.
Okay, that sounds great.
So
And I got some creepy beads.
some creepy beads.
I made a long time ago. Pin and I made creepy beads. Do you know these beads?
I think they're cute.
Yeah, me too.
They're kind of cute, but they are also creepy. And it's made out of a plastic garbage bin bag. You know what I'm talking about? Those black bags for the trash. Well, you need to roll them up and over the heat, over a flame, you roll it up, and then you get something like this.
Oh, how fun!
So maybe I will hang it, and I thought maybe with the sewing together, but
It might be better to just put it on separately.
Yeah, because the sewing is complicated as it is already, right? So that's me. I'm done. That's me.
Linda,
nothing on the front yet. It will come, but not yet.
Linda and Tanya, could both of you comment in the comments on YouTube so that people can click on your channels?
Yep.
Thank you.
I need to put my...
Once you've done that, then Janet can highlight you.
Yeah.
So you can see when people have questions for you. Thank you, Janet. Great idea. Hi, Janice. I'm glad you're here.
And JL?
JL is Janice.
Oh, JL is Janice. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I should know that. She told me that. Giovanna's here too. Hello.
Hi, Giovanna. We're glad to see
you. Lisa. Switch camera. I've got nothing to show.
Okay, we'll switch camera. Okay, well, I haven't done anything since Tanya and I got together the last time, but I'll go through real quick what I've got. This is my cover, the back cover, and the side and the front. And then inside. And then I just added a few little things. I added a belly band and this is a card that I just added some lace to and stuck in here. And I didn't really do a whole lot when we were doing this before. I added a few tabs like that. Trying to think if there's anything else in this book. I don't think so. I kind of did something on the front of each signature and a tab. And so in this one, there's the tab. And here, this was a drawing, a doodle that Hannah did. And she gave it to me, so I stuck it on there, and then I tucked the little things in there. And then this was some things these things here I cut out of a, well, actually all of these were cut out of a scrapbook paper. But I made a pocket and then just tucked those in.
Like those corners on your card.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's cool.
I like that too.
Yeah.
And then this, I just put a little pocket in and with some lace, and then added this little, made a little tag and
Oh, you
stuck
did
it.
a lot. You did a lot.
So, all of that stuff I did when Tanya and I were playing, and Linda didn't make it that day.
Mhm.
And then I haven't done anything else.
And that was our fault, guys, because we didn't know we were going to play until the last minute.
It was.
And hello,
We didn't give her very much warning at
Oh,
all.
that's fine, girls. That's fine. I was watching a movie anyway, so
Okay, good.
I was
hello,
not on
Beverly.
any
So,
It's good to have you here.
yes.
Woohoo.
Okay. Shall we start, guys?
Oh God, I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest.
Okay. Well, it's really not that hard. Okay.
I need a pokey tool, right? I need a pokey tool. Is Pin already in? Because she was like stressing today that she wants to craft with us. Pinny, are you here? Probably not. She really wants to craft with us and do it together.
Okay. Well, I will get. Shall we give her a few more minutes?
Yeah.
How about we talk about next month, Lisa?
Okay.
Because that would be good.
Next month, well, let's go here. Next month, I have my notes. Next month, we're going to be doing our craft together on August the 6th and the 20th at noon Central Time. And it's going to be me and Tanya, and my daughter Hannah is going to be our guest. We haven't figured out a way for Hannah to have her own camera. We may work on that, but we haven't yet. So she'll be here with me. But she's going to show us how to make the little triangle book that she makes.
Oh, cool.
And she and I are in the middle of working on a video right now, a preparatory video like we always do for August. So that'll be up in a day or two, and y'all can know what to gather up together to play. And so it's just going to be the three of us, me and Tanya and Hannah, August the 6th and the 20th at noon. And I think that's going to be a fun thing. And making this little video to prepare, the prep video has really helped her feel like maybe she can really do this. So she's been kind of a shy about getting on camera with me, but I think it's going to be good for her. So.
Oh,
Okay.
we're excited for her. Which that kind of makes next Tuesday, the 6th, by the way, guys.
I know.
And-
I'll try to get that other video out before this weekend.
Yeah, well, and I'm sorry that we pushed it to the 6th, but I have some stuff next month with my eyes and everything, so we couldn't push it back another week. It just wasn't gonna work. So somebody came in. Beverly, was it you that I didn't say hello to?
Mary came in too.
Mary came in.
Hi, Mary.
And Teresa.
Okay, guys, if we missed you coming in and don't say something, I am sorry.
Me too.
Apologize. So
We don't want to miss you.
no, we don't. So okay. Do you want to go ahead and start, Lisa, or shall we wait?
No start.
Well, let's talk about how each one of us are planning to bind the book. I know Tanya's planning to do the long stitch with the link. Is that what it's called? Linked long stitch?
It's called long stitch and link. And the deal is that on this particular book, the long stitch is going to wrap around this cardboard piece that's in the middle right here. A long stitch binding, you can do it on any spine. It's not that you have to have this chunk where the long stitch wraps around it. The long stitch and link binding can be done on a standard spine. But this one, the long stitch is what's going to happen. It's going to come out of our signature and come across this piece in the spine so that this long stitches actually end up on the outside of the spine. Now, every video I watched put the link stitch at the top and the bottom of the signatures. And what I'm going to do is put the link stitch right here in the middle because this is a small book. If it were bigger, it would make difference, but this is a small book. So the only place that's really logical to put the link is here. Now, what the link does is it holds the signatures together. so that when you have this long stitch on here, the signatures aren't sliding back and forth. They're linked together right here. And that's, it's not necessary, but it's just kind of going to, I think, going to be cool looking. So that's why I'm going to put the link in there.
Okay, let's pause for just a second. I want to say goodbye to Maria. She has to leave. Good luck on your job interview. I hope it works out great.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
luck.
And
hi,
Aunt Vic
Jill.
says her book's even smaller. So,
Right. So
and
just
thank you, Mary. Mary just put in Linda's channel link. So thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I don't think that you would have to have that link stitch. I really don't. I think these are small books. I think the long stitch around this piece will be fine. I'm just going to do it because I think it'll be fun to do. So that's the reason. So what are you planning, Lisa? You going to leave it out?
I'm going to leave out. I'm just going to do the long stitch from here to, and to be honest, it's been so long since I watched that video. I'm not sure exactly how she did it, but I'm planning just to start.
I'm with you, Lisa. I'm with you. I can't remember.
My plan was just to tie a knot at the top and go and do my links, and then tie a knot at the bottom of each signature and just do them in here separately. That's my plan at the moment.
Okay.
So,
my only concern with that would be the knot pulling through. So what I would, if I was going to do it that way, my personal thing would be what I would do is to leave a tail inside my signature here,
Paperclip,
my
Lisa.
long stitches, and then bring that tail down and catch it around the inside stitch the way you do when you do a 3.
yeah, that was kind of my plan. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
you didn't intend to put a knot right there and just go.
No, I was going to tie the knot around the link.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't make that clear for sure.
And I had in my head, I saw a little knot and I saw it pulling right through.
Yeah, well, and that would have worked. The other thing I thought about is putting the knot on the outside and hanging something from it.
Oh, yes.
So that was my other thought.
Yep.
So I haven't decided for sure yet which way I'm going to go. I may do some of each. Do 2 with dangles and 2 without dangles. I don't know.
Wow.
Okay, Linda, tell us what your plan is.
But just a second, let me interrupt a minute. Yes, JL, Janice, this is Linda McAllister. Sorry.
I'm Linda McAllister. Hi. My plan, I think I'm going from the inside in here. Then you need to go back. Then I'm going up. I make the long stitch here, going down, going up, going down, going up, going down, going up.
Okay.
Is that a plan?
That sounds like a plan to me. What we might want to do, Lisa, is maybe hold off and show each one.
That's probably a good idea.
Okay. Who
wants to go first?
No, not me.
Not you.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Still don't know.
Okay, I don't mind going first.
All right, we'll let you go first.
Guys, don't start your bindings at least until I get started and they can see what you're going to do.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Good idea.
And thank you, Mary, for posting the channel links. Okay. So the first thing I have to do is I have to measure and figure out how much. Let me get my camera just a little closer. All right. How much, what my measurements are going to be. And you guys know that I use this centering ruler a lot. I really like it. It makes my life easy. That's how I feel about it anyways. So what I'm going to do is, it's not as easy. It's not as easy with this fabric on here, just so y'all know. But if I sort of center it, I can see that my the hole that's right, if I squash that fabric, that's at 7/8 of an inch. And if I squash this fabric, it's at 7/8 of an inch. There's my 0. And then I go to the other side and it's right about 2.5. I better write this down.
Oh God, I'm lost already.
Okay, well, I'll show you in just a minute when I
Yeah, I think if you do it, I will
draw a little picture.
Yeah. I need pictures. I need pictures.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
The hole.
That's my hole, see, and that's the thing, is that you can't really see the hole. So if the center of the hole is at 0, this edge of this cardboard right there and right there, those are both at 7/8 of an inch. And Linda, this one does not have millimeters in it, I don't think.
Well, we
no.
don't have the same holes anyway. My hole is
Yeah. So
different.
if you measure the edge to each side of your cardboard, that's where your hole has got to be in your, when we poke the hole in our signatures. So I've got a 0, I've got the 7/8. So now I have to figure out what this one is right here on that side. And that is right about 2.5 on my ruler. And that makes this one 2.5. Okay. So basically I have from the center, which is 0, I have to go out this way 7/8 of an inch to put a hole, and I have to go out this way 2.5 inches to put a hole, and I have to do the same back this way. And I'll do that in a signature so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm hoping I'm making sense. Does that much make sense? Not really. Okay.
When I see numbers and measurements, I'm like, woof, I'm out of the door, you know.
Okay.
Well, let me flip over to me and show you how I did mine, because it's
okay. That sounds good.
so precise.
Okay, Lisa.
Sounds good, Lisa.
Okay. I lined up all my signatures in here.
Uh-huh.
And I took a pencil and I went dot 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 dot.
Oh my gosh. You did so good. The only problem with that is making the holes. You have to do it from the outside in. That's
right. That's the bad part.
Or
I sometimes take this, if I do that, and I turn it around and put it inside.
Okay, here's what we can do. Can you come back over here, Lisa?
Yep.
All right. Okay. I just folded my piece of paper. If I do that the way Lisa did it, I put my piece of paper in there. Well, I'm not even going to fold. I'll just lay it down.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Okay. And then okay, so now I have my, this is where my holes need to be. This needs to be right in the center of my signature. So when I open my signature, and I needed to get one that was white, when I open my signature and I stick this thing in here, I just have to make sure that they go in the middle. That's all. And then I can put my dots in. Okay.
I've got an aha moment here.
Okay.
Okay, let's go watch Linda's aha moment real
Yeah,
quick.
that's right.
I just draw like what Tanya is doing, like the square, and I put the ends on it. And mine is 1.5 inches. That's for about 3 centimeters. So the half would be 1.5, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is my middle. But I got 4 signatures, so I don't need a middle. Can Linda zoom in? Am I zoomed out or something?
Well, they're just wanting to see a little closer.
I can zoom in. Something like that.
That's much better, Linda.
Come on. So Oh God, I'm lost already. How do you divide it?
How do you?
No, it's 4. It's 4. Oh, shit. Oh God. You know what I'm doing? I'm just eyeballing it because I've got only 4 signatures, right?
Right.
So.
Well, you're going to bind it around that back, so it doesn't have to be in a specific place. You just need something for your signature. Does that make sense? Because you're not, or are you going to be punching holes in your cover?
With pokey tool.
Yes, but the cover doesn't need any holes, honey.
You're just going to go around it.
Yeah.
Aha.
So you only have to punch holes in the signatures.
Oh. Okay. So let's get signature 1 out. It needs to be more higher here then. Right?
Yeah, it just needs to be on the out where you can go around that.
Like that.
Okay. Yeah, like that. And then on the outside of your bottom and top.
Oh, and you bind it only with the middle then? Only the long stitch over here?
No, you go from above the thing in the middle to below the thing in the middle, then from the middle to the bottom. There's you have your other stitches down there.
Oh, then you go under it and you go with your thread over it. Oh God, I need to see it, guys. Now I'm lost.
Okay, well just watch.
Okay.
Just watch. We're going to go back to Tanya, and I'm going to go ahead and poke holes while she works.
Okay, and I'm going to redo this so that it makes a little more sense, maybe. So what I did was I cut me a piece of paper that is the same size as my signature. Okay, top to bottom. This is my signature. It goes in my book this way. Okay, so I cut the paper so it is the same size. So then let's do it this way so that it doesn't look so confusing. I'm going to center that piece of paper. I need to get this. I need to get the fold. I'm sorry, I forgot to fold. So I want to fold because I want to know where my fold is. Okay. Then I'm going to just open it back up. And I'm going to put this so that it, top and bottom edges, are where I would want my signatures to be. And my line is straight, and I know you can't see the line. I'll just kind of draw it in there for you. Okay, so now I've got that fold line in. This is a piece that's the same size. I'm going to do what Lisa did.
I'm going to say something real quick.
Go ahead.
Janice and Janet, y'all are talking about Coptic stitch. Hannah's little book that we're going to do in August is Coptic stitched.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be doing a Coptic stitch, Janet. If you want to do that book with us, you'll have a chance in August. Okay, Tanya, back to you.
Okay, that's fine. The thing of it is that many people do this and they use this kind of a template to punch their things. Yeah. Now, this one is just off enough that it bothers me. I drew my line just a little bit crooked, so it was going to bother me. So now this is folded. I drew on each side, so that's where my holes have to be. So now I'm just going to open up my center, my signature. I'm going to put that down in the center, and I'm going to punch holes in there. Now, frankly, it's not going all the way through, and I don't usually worry about that right this second. What I do is I take this out I take my book and I fold it and then run it through. It's just how I do it. It's just easier for me to get it all. Now, one of the things you want to do is make sure you put your template on always at the top.
Yeah, that's why I usually write top at the top of my template.
Yeah.
Because I've done it wrong before.
And if it's off even a hair, then your holes might not line up. Okay, so I've got that all. That one is just not quite through. There we go. Okay, then I'm going to set that one aside, and I'm going to do the next one. And there again, I need to make sure that I have the top of my signature. And I can just put my template back in there. And I just got the holes based without math the way Lisa did. And I'm just going to punch all my signatures. Now, I'm just going to start with these 2 signatures. And I can go back and punch this while we're watching Lisa after a while for the other 2. But I'm going to get these 2 ready to go.
But I don't get it, Tanya.
You don't get it? Go ahead.
I thought that if you need to switch places, right? So that you get them in line. Otherwise, you got all your signatures punctured at the same point.
Honey, we're not poking any holes in our spine. No holes.
Yeah, but if you got your signatures and you poke them all at the same spot, then you got like sideways of the thread. Am I wrong?
No. It will. It will go like so. What happens is that there's a thread that's gonna go back in here. Oh.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, but okay, that is one of the things that see, I forgot to punch my center hole because we were talking about doing what Lisa was doing, and I have to have a center hole.
Okay.
That's why they're going to have to be tied off individually.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, they're going to have to be tied off individually.
But the holes need to all be in the same places because they're all going around the same binding.
Yes, but that original video, because there was the link stitch at the bottom.
She just moved over.
She could move over. These are going to have to be tied off. Guys, that's one of the things that, if until you go to do something, if you've altered anything a little bit, it does change it. Thanks, Rose. And I just forgot my center hole, which I do want to put in there. So I'm going to go back and stick 2 holes in the very center of this. That's why I was measuring. Duh.
But when I'm thinking about it, at the end you make a little loop. So I think that loop will jump over to the next.
If you can do the little loop, then that will jump over to the next one. But because you can't do the little loop with this.
Can't you do that in the signature?
Show us
just
what
an
you
idea.
mean.
I don't know.
Yeah, show us, Linda, what you mean.
What you have in your head.
If you got like the signatures and you do the middle and you make the little loop on the outside. Okay, no. I thought if you make the loop that you can make the jump better. Otherwise you get that thread over here, right? If you jump to the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on just one second. Let me say hi to some people. Sherry has come in, and Rose has come in, and Joey has come in. Hi, ladies. I'm happy to have you all here. It's good to see you.
Hi, ladies. Linda McAllister here.
We're still trying to figure out what we're doing.
Yeah, but maybe you're right, Tanya. Maybe we need to do it signature by signature. Maybe we can, at the end, just leave out a little thread for, like, the little beady thingies.
Well, I think that's what my plan is.
Okay.
So I'm going to go and put that hole in my in my two signatures.
Okay, we're going to come back to you, Tanya, and let you do a couple of signatures, and then I'll do a couple, and then Linda can do a couple, and
there you go. That sounds like a deal. And I'm going to start with the back signature because, you know, if it's messed up, then it's the last one.
There you go. That's smart.
Okay, so I have some wax linen that I'm going to use for my my tie, to tie my signatures in. And I am going to, because I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing, give myself plenty of thread. So I have one. You always have to have at least 3. And I would rather cut 4 and have too much and use it to tie on beads or something later than to not have enough. So I had a needle out here. Where did it go? It's right here. Now, another thing is, I don't know if y'all know this, but when you thread a needle with something, even wax linen, if you thread it with the end that actually comes off, thread it from this end, most thread has a twist to it. So when you try to sew, if you thread it with the opposite end, the one you just cut, you'll have more fraying than if you thread it with the one that came off first. And that's pretty much true with all kinds of thread. There are a few that's different, and I'm having to flatten this wax linen to get it to go through there. So
in the meantime, I poke holes in my signatures.
Okay, that sounds like a deal. So what I'm going to do is I am going to start at the top. I'm going to go through this hole, and I'm going to leave some tail because that way, quite a long tail, you know, that way I've got something to adjust things with. So then I'm going to go around the outside of my book. And I'm going to come back into this hole that comes into the center of the signature. Then I'm going to go out through that center hole because I told you I was going to make that link stitch. And I'll show this to you in just a second. Let me see. See, we got this little thread right here. If I pull it down, you can see it's right there. And I'll come out through right here. Now, to make the link stitch where they all hook together, I have to leave a little loop in there. And there's all kinds of ways you can do that. You can put a toothpick in there or something like that. But I was afraid it might come undone while I was fiddling. So I have 2 little paper clips I'm going to go through, because then when I pull my thread and I go back through the same hole and I pull it, no, just a second. I stitched through the lace that's on the inside of my signature, and we don't want that. There we go. When I pull it, I'll have this little loop because my paper clips are holding that loop. Okay? Because I have to stitch through that loop later. So now I can pull on my thread and it's not freaked out. Then I'm going to go back out through my next hole. Come on. My papers are not lined up real well. There we go. And that's where I go back through the hole of my spine and around the outside. That's where the long stitch is. My long stitch is going to end up being on the outside back here. And then I have to go back into my signature. Come on. There we go. So what I have done now, I have a long stitch right there and a long stitch right there. And I have this little loop being held by that. Now this is where Linda made the comment that, see, normally you have this little loop on the ends, and because I don't have that link, I'm just going to have to tie my signatures in one at a time, which is not a big deal. I will just come to this center thread there, bring it under this center thread here, and tie it just like a 3. So basically this is just like a pamphlet stitch, but I have that little loop in the middle and I have long stitches around the outside. What's going to happen is that I need to make sure I get these stitches out here tight. Okay, and I need to make sure it's moved back on my spine enough that it's not going to be funky. So, does that make sense, guys? Am I making any sense at all?
No.
No,
It makes sense to me.
I'm looking at it like, oh God, I'm lost already. So
Okay. All right. Well, let me.
It's me. Don't worry about it. It's me.
No. Let me do it again. Let me tie this one.
So you take 2.
Well, first off, you got to make sure you go through this thread the right direction, or your knot won't tie right.
You're making sense to Mary.
Okay.
Hi, Laura. I'm glad you're here. I'm going to mute for just a second so I can go get something. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I know, Becky. It's me.
Oh my goodness! I even stitched through one of my. Okay, this is just okay. There we go. There we go. On your inside, to make the knot work on the inside, you have got to have these under that opposite directions. Then I'm just going to tie a knot. Okay, but I am going to pull it very snug first, and hopefully get it tied.
So you do it by signature every time a new.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. You shouldn't have to if your link stitches were on
the outside
ends. But because my link stitches are not going to be on the ends, I'm going to have to. Okay, so now what's happened is I have this little loop stitch right here that in a few minutes I can link that next signature to this one as part of the binding. Now, plus I have these 2 long stitches on the outside here. I'm going to stick that. If I stick that in there, maybe you can see it better.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Okay. There. So there's a one over the top and one over the top. So I'm going to do my next signature, and I don't need to cut quite that much now that I have figured out what I'm going to do. 3 is probably going to be fine. It always helps, you know, when you're not sure, to have extra thread. So 1, 2, and like I said, I always save this wax linen stuff to make sure that I have. If the little pieces work great for tying beads together. Okay. So my next signature.
Aunt Becky says if you started in the middle, you could have the 2 links on the ends.
Yes, but the long stitch. If you had your an extra hole on the ends, it would work. But I don't know that it's going to work.
What if I just?
Oh, I see what she's saying.
Well, whatever you do, you're going to stitch to the last,
Yeah,
to the bottom stitch, so you can make a loop over there, right?
right. It could, I suppose, Becky, I don't know with that long stitch on the end if it would hold it as securely. I think I'm going to go ahead and stitch them in singularly just because I know I know that it'll work that way. Okay, so I'm going to go around this tab that's on my spine. I think skipping that link stitch would have been probably a wiser decision. Then I'm going to go back.
I don't know if it's wiser, but it'd be easier.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, so when you come to this link stitch, let me put this out that way. Let me get this pulled up a little snugger. Okay, so what's supposed to happen when you do your link stitch is that you take and put your needle, oh, sorry guys, I'm trying. You put your needle through that little loop. Okay. Okay.
Holly says she's going to watch in silence. It's a little too hard for her brain right now.
I was going to say, Holly, it's too hard for all of our brains. It's just, one of those days.
I got a problem.
Uh-huh.
I've got 4 holes, and if I think I'm correct, you need 5. You need an uneven number. Otherwise, you get your knot on the inside.
Well, my knot is on the inside, even though I have 5 holes, but
Where you start from is where your knots are going to be.
Yeah.
So you can start on the outside and go in and make your knots on the outside, or you can
Okay. Yep. I have gotten through that little loop. Okay. So now when I pull this,
you need to make a loop. I mean, put your thingies on the second one now, don't you?
No, because what happens is you go back into the same hole.
Oh,
and see now it basically this is a Coptic stitch.
Yeah.
That little section is a Coptic stitch. Just that one little piece.
Okay.
So when I go back in here, the next time I just go around that. I don't have to go through that little loop. So I'm going to go back inside through the same hole I came out.
I'm confused, Mary. You say this is the third time typing in your comment, but I'm not sure what the comment was. I don't see a comment.
Oh, and I have top chat on instead of live chat, so just a second.
Yeah. Good one, Tanya.
Right before she says third time typing in my comment, she says, well, but I don't see anything before that except for hi, Patricia. So do y'all see something I'm missing?
Oh, Mary says it keeps disappearing.
In my live stream last night, who was it whose comments kept disappearing? Was it Patricia? Who said her comments kept disappearing? And we never could figure out what was going on there either. It's like YouTube is becoming ultra censor, and they're censoring things that are ridiculous.
There was something about comments on YouTube. That they were doing some changes. Wasn't there a thing from YouTube creators about comments?
Yeah, but it's not the kind of comments any people make in here.
No, I know. So I
mean, they were talking about ugly comments, and none of my people make ugly comments.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, that's it. So I'm not exactly sure, but maybe the computer algorithm hasn't sort of caught up. So what happens, Lisa, is that when you go back in the same hole, you create a place for your next signature little stitch to wrap around there.
Right, yeah, that makes sense as soon as you said it. But
yeah, and I am just going to continue to put my signatures in one at a time, just simply because that's working.
Well, can I ask a question real quick?
Sure.
Do you think it would be good to leave a little bit more room between those center stitches, because as your book fills out, you'll want to be able to space your signatures a little bit?
Yes, and I think I'm going to go inside my signature and pull that just a little bit, because it's also pulling on my papers. So I'm going to leave probably close to, see what's here with these threads. If I leave that in there at that little spot, then they should move around just a little bit. If my thread wasn't quite so sticky, it probably would have done it anyways. But
okay, I'm looking to see the comment right above Janet. I'm trying to find. I see finally. Oh, okay. You could link stitching top, bottom, and middle. So you didn't have the word stitching in there and it wouldn't do it, but once you added stitching, it would let it do. That's ridiculous. You could link top, bottom, and middle. How is that bad?
It's not.
That's ridiculous. Sorry, Mary. They're just being ridiculous.
Yeah.
Hi, Kathy. Glad you're here.
Yeah, Lisa, do you see how much space I left now?
Yeah, that
and
looks
I
better
like
to
that
me.
a lot better.
Yeah.
You guys see that? So now I'm going to go inside this signature and tie it. And you know what I think I'm going to do? The second signature is a little different. I'm just going to, again, just tuck this one under this one, like so. But I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and tie them one time in the middle, like I did on the other one. Now I am going to pull these a little snugger because they're not quite snug enough. Okay. Let's see. Pull that one, pull this one, check the outside, pull it back. Yep. Where'd it go? Lost my motor. It just got up and went away. Oh, that's the first signature. Duh. Okay.
Yeah, your first one's on the bottom.
Yeah. Okay, smart Alec. Oh. All right. Now then, that's how I'm going to do my signature. So now somebody else show how you're doing yours.
Okay, Linda, do you want it to go or do you want me to go?
Well, I'll be honest with you. This is the Linda long stitch.
All right, well, let's show the Linda long stitch.
Okay. What I did, I just did it like, can you see this?
Uh-huh.
I just did go up and down, up and down, up and down. And on the outside, you got over, under, and over.
All right. Can you show us with the next one? Can we watch you do the next one?
Yes, please.
Well, I'm a little bit in like, shall I go make a loop here? But I can't remember how to do it. So I'm fiddling with it like, oh gosh.
Well, we watched Tanya fiddle. We can watch you fiddle.
We can watch you fiddle. Believe me, we can watch you fiddle.
I'm going in here.
Yes, Kathy, please post pictures in Facebook group. She says, I bound mine with a long stitch across both. I can't explain it. Well, none of us are doing it exactly like she did in the video that we put down as something to look at. So
yeah. Yeah, we're all doing it a little different.
We're taking our own spin.
I stitched through the thread. That's not wise. Okay. Let's do that again. Oh God, now everybody is watching me. Oh man.
You know what, Linda? I'll bet you everybody's going, "Whew, I'm so glad it's not just me."
So,
That's what I say all the time. "Whew, I'm so glad it's not just me."
Me too. Me too.
well,
It's nice to be part of a community that supports you when you're confused, because I'm confused a lot.
yesterday I posted a video from the composition notebook conspiracy with my little failure in it. I thought, yeah, shall I do it or not? I thought, well, I'm not the only one who's making mistakes, right? So I thought, no, I'm going to upload it. It's a part of the process, right? Making mistakes and ripping a page out. So I just did upload it. Okay, I'm coming back. I'm going back in that hole, right? Tied it up. And I'm going back again.
Scoot up just a little bit. We can't see what you're
sorry.
doing. I'm sorry. I know it's hard. You want it right where you can see, but
my creepy eyes. Okay, come on. Oh God, I got it in and now it's out. Oh, I'm getting nervous now, people. I'm getting nervous.
Janice
Okay.
Gline says, "Well, I'm never even going to try this, but y'all are fun to watch."
Okay, now can you see my thread? I'm leaving a little loopy.
Yeah, I see.
I got my paper clip because I don't want to have it to shoot in, right?
Right.
Mhm, that's it. Mhm.
So I'm going to. Yay! What's my front? I don't know. This one. The paper clip is the top. Now the paper clip is the top. Then I'm going from the outside from the outside. Maybe a little out of frame, but I can't find the hole.
That's okay.
People.
Go ahead.
Going in, right?
Becky's feeling loopy.
Sorry, loopy of my loopies. Okay. Oh gosh. There's a little bit of crooked paper, isn't it?
Dennis, at least you know there's no wrong way to do it. Okay, here's the thing. That's it. We're all doing it different, so there's no wrong way to do it.
That's right. You just do however you want. But you don't want to put that one in the middle of the other signature, do you?
What do you mean?
Well, you got it right in the middle of your other signature. You want it to be beside the other signature.
Yeah, that's. Oh God, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh man. Oh gosh.
It's way easier to see those things when you're just sitting here not doing anything.
That's
When you're
right.
actually doing the work, you don't notice them as much. Y'all will be able to correct me in a minute, I'm sure.
Probably. But thank you. Jeez. And I don't have the perfect needle for it either, and
Yeah, your thread's kind of big for your needle.
yeah, and for everything. But I like it. I want to have that in it, you know. It shall work. It shall work. Darn it. I kept the thread in the needle. 24 hours later. Okay, I got it in. I got it in.
Yay!
Now I'm going to put it on top.
There's
And
Miss
this is
Pin.
the top.
Hello, Pin.
Hi, sister.
And I'll be right back, guys. I have to have more air conditioning. It is hot. I'll be right
Okay.
back.
Oh, see, now I got the loopy, so that's not working. I did it wrong again. Lisa, take the cam, please. I'm fiddling here like, oh man.
All right, you figure that one out, and we'll come back. And whoa, my camera's doing weird colors.
Ooh,
What happened?
Oh,
That is strange.
blurry.
So just as I decided that, it was it turned itself on.
Do y'all? Is my camera? It's washed out really bad. What's going on?
Just pull down something dark and let's see. And I don't think it looks too bad.
Okay, it's better now. It's
Okay.
better now. Okay. All right. Now, I'm hoping simpler is better because I'm going to try to do something simple here.
Okay.
So maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, but I do want my to have a tassel on the outside. Ooh, just a second.
Getting nervous, Tanya.
I threw my pliers and they got caught in my headphone things and tossed them.
Oh.
Hey, we
Comedy
just
of
can't
errors.
win today. That's what it is.
I was going to say, this is going to be a funny video to watch later.
Comedy of errors here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, what I'm going to do is go in from the outside. I'm going to try that first on this one because I do want to. All right, where is it? Oh, I forgot. Still have my paper in there. Let me take that out. I do want to have some.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't think and work. I do want to have some beads on the outside, so I'm going to do that. And this may not work because of the long stitch part, but we'll see. Then I'm going to go from in here. Oh dear, I just hit my camera.
Bam.
It's way down too close. Okay. Now I want my bead thing to be long, so I'm just going to go back around from the outside back to inside here. So in order to leave my something for beads, I'm going to have it be doubled at the top.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to go back out from here and in from the bottom. And I took that off a little too soon. And then I'm going to do like Tanya did and go under here. Except I'm just going to go under here and make a come on. Okay. And then out here, all right, where'd I put my needle? There it is. I'm going to do the same thing. You just go underneath this thread. And back through there. And pull it snug. And I'm going to do that again, just to be safe. And then I've got this hanging off I can put beads on. And in here, I'm just going to trim it. Well, maybe I need to do that one more time here too, just to be safe. Okay. And I'm just going to cut it and leave a tag inside. I don't care about that. So there's my first one. And it will slide a little bit, and I wish it would slide a little bit easier because I didn't want it really that close to the binding. I mean, to the back. So I'm going to try to move it here a little bit.
I was going to say part of the reason it's not sliding is the wax. That's something I noticed. And I think over time, the thread will stretch a little bit.
Well, and then I've got this lace, this cotton lace on here, so it kind of gives it something to
Hold on to, yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of sliding.
Okay, so there's that one.
Okay, do another one. Let us watch.
Okay.
Because now that you know what you're doing, it's a lot easier to see it.
Well, hopefully.
I know what. I know what I'm doing.
Oh, goodness, she knows what she's doing.
Okay, Linda, we're gonna come back to you.
No, gosh, no.
No, oh, you weren't saying that for real, huh?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Making a joke.
Okay. Well, don't joke with me, Linda. I get confused.
I'm buying the
Okay.
book.
I'm going to come from the outside into here. And I'm going to leave some string there. And then I'm going to go. All right. Now I'm confused. How did I? Oh. I'm going to go back in. I'm going to go in here. And then I'm going to go back up here. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to go right back in where I went in the first time to tie that in. Now let's see if I've got. Okay, first of all, let's scoot back down here because I do not want to have to scooch that.
Make sure your signature's in there right side up.
Do what?
I said make sure your signature's in there right side up before you tie it.
It is.
Okay.
Because this one has the loop at the, these are my last two, and so the loops are at the bottom.
Okay.
I mean, what do you call those things?
Tabs.
Tabs are at the bottom. Okay, then I'm going to go down to my third one here. And go out. And I have way too much of a tail there.
Yes, Holly, these take a long time to make.
Especially when you're clueless here like this.
Totally clueless.
And then I'm going around doing the long stitch part again.
Okay. I got two in here. I got two in. Holy moly.
Okay. My needle's a little bit too big and it keeps coming unthreaded. Okay. Now I'm going to go under here. And I'm going to tie a knot. And then I'm going to do it again. Okay. Now I'm going to come back out here and grab this one so I can pull everything tight with it. And then I'm going to use my needle here. And I'm going to go under here. And I'm going to pull a...
Are you doing the same as me? I call it a pamphlet long stitch thingy. You don't do the knot. You don't do the knot, right?
Do what?
The knot at the end.
Yeah, I'm doing a knot.
Doing the knot.
I'm doing a knot so that I have a knot on the outside so I have strings to put beads on. And then on the inside, there's a knot right here.
Yeah, no, I mean on the end, like Sea Lemon is doing. I don't know what I'm talking about, Lisa. Never mind.
Okay. So there's two of them.
Yeah, I got two as well. Do you cut them also over the spine of the signature?
Yes, I have them over this, but that's all you see on the outside is these two where it's over the back, and then where I have my strings for my beads.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You.
I'm laughing at Vicky.
Oh.
She used a bad word in one of her videos when she broke a needle because she pulled it through with pliers. I have done that so many times, or broken a bead because I yanked a bead through a needle
All right.
through a bead with pliers. So.
Hi, Vicky. We're glad you're here.
Yep.
Are you ready to show us what you're doing, Linda, or do you want me to keep going?
Keep going. Because I'm at a stage that I'm
Okay.
going for two signature and I don't know how to connect it with the other one.
All righty. But just save one for us.
And I saved one, Lisa, because I found a better way to show what I'm doing.
Oh,
so
well, let's just go back to you then.
Oh, well, okay.
Unless you want me to do one more first.
Do one more so that they see it.
Okay. I'm going to do it one more time. And I'm going to start from out here and go in.
What an adventure, ladies. Adventures in sewing a book together.
And then I'm going to go out through this hole. Come on. All right, let me see where. Okay, then I'm going to go over my spine. Come on back here. Over my spine and back in that same hole. The first one. And I'm going to make sure I'm where I want it to be, because I don't want to have to inch it around again. And then I'm going to go out through this hole.
Oh, no.
Out here. You okay, Linda?
I'm doing it wrong again. Exactly the same mistake. Ugh. I'm an idiot.
No. Mm-mm.
That
is not the case.
Holly,
yeah, I'm an idiot.
Holly says we're holding our tongues, so she's going to give it up to us.
Okay, so there's 3, and now then I'm going to tie it off in here. And to do that, I'm just going under here. And then I'm going to do it again.
Why didn't we use staples?
Because staples won't make a long stitch.
Okay.
Okay, and then out here, I've got it, and I'm going to go tie it right there again. Kind of hard to get under it with this fabric. Oops, wrong side.
Thank you, Janet, for putting all the links. It really helps out so much.
Amen. We appreciate it.
It's good that Janet says it's inspired. Yes, Janet, it's inspired. It's not the way to do it.
Yeah, we're not copying her for sure.
No. It's your own, weird stitching.
Okay. So there's 3. And now we're going to watch Tanya do her last one. And then we'll see if Linda's ready.
No.
That's not what I wanted to do. There we go.
Right. Every once in a while, you have to figure that out. The thing of it is that I finally figured out a good way to show you the links in the middle. And if these link stitches had been at the top and the bottom, the way that Sea Lemon's video showed, then you could have stitched these all together with one thread. And that's where our problem came because these bars to do the long stitch around ended up too close to the top and the bottom. So that is something. If you watch that video, this makes a little bit more sense why we had so much trouble. Putting these in one at a time, though, worked real well, and I'm happy with it. Now, I have 5 holes because I have the 2 that are going to go for the long stitch around my binding, and then the one that's supposed to be in the middle, which doesn't look in the middle on this particular thing. But so what I did was I have my thread, and I'm going to go out through the signature, leaving a nice long tail. I'm going to go around and come up through the hole of my spine and back in through the second hole. Have to get back to the middle. Okay, then I'm going to go back out through this middle hole, and I have that middle hole that's extra. Okay, now here's where it's kind of funny. Oops. I'm going to stick that thread through the hole. Then what I did was this right here, I have to make my needle go around that, and a curved needle would be easier. So what I did was I ended up dropping it between the 2, opening up the whole signature, and you see that. Let me put some white underneath it. You see that? You see that thread right there? Right there. What my needle does is it goes around that. So I come inside and then I go back outside. And so it loops around that little piece right there. Does that show better, Lisa?
Yes.
Okay. So then once it's around to that, then I actually go back in the same hole I just came out of. And when Hannah shows you how to do the Coptic stitch next time, this basically, that particular little link stitch is the Coptic stitch. That's kind of my understanding of the Coptic stitch. It links everything together by looping around the other one. So now I'm trying to get back into the same hole I came out of. So I'm coming up in the same hole there. Okay, then I go back out. I go around that bar that's in my spine. Come on, go out. I go through the hole that's in the middle right there. Around that little bar, this thing. And back into the last hole in my signature. And I hope we're making a little more sense. There we go. Now, like Lisa said, I had pulled that center little stitch pretty tight, and that it's not a good idea. But I'm going to go ahead and do I'm going to put this under there from this direction. Take my needle right back. And then I'm going to take the other end and put it under that thread from this direction. That just allows it to pull and tie right there. So now I need to check and make sure that first, see, these aren't tight, but we don't want that tight. So I do have some room to pull this up. But we don't want that center stitch to be terribly, terribly tight. We want it to have a little room in it.
And ta-ta, mine is bound. Oh, done.
Oh, you were supposed to show us.
Yes, she was.
Yeah, but I did wing it. It was not official, you know. It was not official.
Okay. See, and see
Tanya
now
has the official.
there's about a 1/4 of an inch of loop that goes down around there. And that would have allowed me, if it had been top and bottom, to do what I was supposed to do. Okay, Lisa, show your last one. Actually, let Linda show hers how it's all done.
Yeah, we'll go to Linda.
Okay, this is it. Can you see it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think it's the pamphlet stitch with a little bit of fantasy. I'm going under and then here, going back and do the next one. That's all. And it's just, you know, stitched in.
Yeah.
I can't say more about it.
I was going to say, in all honesty, that's how this ended up being kind of just a pamphlet stitch with longer stitches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the loopy end because, yeah, you can't really do that.
Yeah.
Then you need to do it on the cardboard, and that's kind of hard to puncture, right?
Yeah.
But the good thing is I can move this a little bit around.
Well,
Just a
that's
little bit. So that's kind of
it.
cool.
It should shift.
Yeah, it does. But what they say that is really falling flat. No, not really.
It's flatter than some.
And like this is not really neat tied off, you know, it's like a big knot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
But I'm happy.
Got a little bit of shifting going on, but you know, I'm okay with it. And I think, for example, for my beads. Come on. Yeah, extra long ropey. That I can. Yeah. But I don't want to have my dangles on it while I need to work in it, you know, it's kind of irritating.
Mm-hmm.
But you can just loop it behind any thread you want. And just stick them on, right?
Well, that's the thing is I'm thinking maybe it would be better to put to tie something on there that you can attach a lobster claw or something to.
A what?
A lobster claw, which is.
Oh.
Does that make sense? What I'm talking about?
It's kind of a clip.
It's a
this
clip.
one. This one.
Mm-hmm. It's a jewelry charm for the back of your necklace. That little.
Oh, yeah. I get it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What gets me is that I thought this was gonna be really squashy and not open its mouth, and it's really opening its mouth.
Yeah, I was noticing that too. It's well, mine does it if you lay it down, but if you I don't know how to explain. Right now, it's not opening its mouth laid down, but it when I was holding it up, it was, and I was like, uh-oh.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Kind of cool. Kind of cool.
Okay. So now we got to make some more stuff to go in here.
Okay.
I'm trying to get a
Kind of colorful.
beaded thing on one of mine, and so
Kind of colorful, guys. Right?
Yep, I'll show you how I did mine on the beaded thing.
I don't know, Kathy, if we said hello to you, but hello. If we missed anybody, hello, who is ever here.
I added some beads that were just part of a necklace, and then I added a dragonfly at the bottom because I like dragonflies. But I just tied this with that string, so it'll fold up and get out of my way when I'm working in the book.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. And I've got, I can do some more of those if I want to, or something different. But But it actually lays pretty flat.
Yeah,
Not
I'm not unhappy with how flat it lays. I mean, it's never going to lay perfectly flat because there's more pages on one side than the other, and we got notes sticking in it. So,
except right there, it's perfectly flat.
In the middle,
one little spot, but yeah, in the middle between the two signatures.
Well, my signatures are puffing. Yeah, not.
See, if you hold it like this, it does that. But if I lay it down,
yours,
it lays.
Mine
Look
is.
At mine, Lisa. Look at mine. What's happening?
Yeah.
See, mine's doing that too.
And we still got more stuff to put in it, so it's gonna be a nice stand-up coffee table book when we get through.
Yep. It's gonna definitely be fat. So, okay.
But
I'm gonna cut up some cardstock and make some more taggy things to go in there.
all righty. Penn says you can sew on or clip on everything you want at the end. It does not need to be in the stitching.
That's right.
That's true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
you can just add it in.
Now I like that the binding flexes like that because I think over time it will lay flatter as they get used to being together.
Yeah, show what you did at the first again because I just moved it to you.
Okay. I just kind of did that and then pulled it back this way.
Oh, yeah, it definitely, that's...
it's, and it just kind of flattens it out where it's not quite so, now it's going to stand up like that. That's just the way it's going to stand up. But I haven't even got tags and stuff in there, so it definitely is going to get a little fatter.
Yeah, mine will too, because all I've done is, decorate the signature cover and put a couple of tabs in. So
yeah,
okay.
There's a tag going in there, and it's just going to start getting fat. Where's the little one of those?
I'm trying to decide if I really want to do 4 of these things.
4 of which things?
4 things hanging down, one from each signature.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Or if I just want to tie these all over here and have them all come out like one tassel kind of thing.
Oh, that would be cute.
I think I like that better. Okay, so I'm going to use my, well, nobody can see what I was showing, so let me.
Yeah, I was going to say, it might be a good idea if you went back to yourself.
Okay. Oh, and I'm doing the, okay. I'm going to take these over here and tie them to this one. So it's more like a tassel when I put the beads and stuff on here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use my needle and I'm going to kind of thread these across.
Why is your camera so blurry all of a sudden, Lisa?
I don't know.
It was so great when you started.
Is it blurry for everybody?
It's not too bad, Lisa. Not like it has been in the past, but
when we started, it was better. How weird. What kind of computer do you use, Lisa?
It's an HP laptop.
Ah.
that's what I have too, Lisa.
Same computer I've always been using.
Mm-hmm.
It's the color that's off. Well, that's what, yeah. I've noticed that too. That's what it looks like to me, is that the color's off. And I don't know, with this camera, I don't have any way to fix that like I do with my the other camera. So that's frustrating. I may end up going back to that other camera, but I don't really want to. Well, if it's not good, it's not good, Holly. No matter how nice all of you are, it's still, if it's not good, it's not good. Okay. I'm glad you're back, Becky. This is the, what'd you call it? Claw clip?
It's called a lobster claw.
Lobster claw. This is a lobster claw right here.
Yep. That's what it is. That's right, Holly. Lisa, just enjoy the stream. Everything is fine.
Doing the best I can.
And I think it looks pretty good.
He says add a bluish light. The funny thing is that when we first started this, my light, it was gorgeous. And it's the same light. It was, you know, the camera was compensating, and it's like it quit compensating.
But are you using now your new camera or the old one?
The new one.
The new one. Because I did see your test video, and you did say you had no software for it, right?
Yeah, you have to use. I have to. Well, I'm just streaming straight from the camera through YouTube, and they haven't sent me any kind of. I mean, I've asked for technical support, but I haven't gotten any yet. So.
What's new?
There's not a website you can download the software like with the 920?
Nope.
Okay.
At least I haven't been able to find anything. That's why I was asking them. They say it's, you know, it's just plug and play, but
yeah.
But you want to be able to zoom in and out, right? There must be
I'm
software
just moving the camera to get it closer.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see.
Do you want to maybe go back to split screen for a little bit? There we go.
Do you want that one or the other one?
What do you like, guys? What do you think? Yeah. I just thought maybe we would like to see everybody for a few minutes.
I agree.
So.
Okay, Nettie says this one, so.
Okay. If anybody,
the other one shows us more up close, but it doesn't show as much of our.
Yes. Pin likes this one. If anybody's watching on your phone, let us know how this one works for you, because, you know, this stuff is all new for us. Now, let's see if I can get this thing into the garbage can without dumping these little pieces all over the floor again.
I hope.
Because it's dropped it all on the floor.
Oh, you're not going to believe this. I had it over the garbage can. They started in, and then it popped, and it spit them all over the floor. My housekeeper does not like it when he has to clean up the floor. As Becky said, I need a Roomba. But I do not have one of those, so.
No, I don't either.
Okay.
It would be nice. Mine would get stuck somewhere under something and just sit there and go, and, you know.
I'm sure mine would. Okay, what do we got? We got. Okay.
Nettie's on her phone,
Okay.
and she likes it like this. So
She likes it like this. Okay. Well, that's great, Nettie. Thank you for letting us know, because that is one of the questions we had, was whether or not it was big enough on the phone.
Penn says she needs a housekeeper. Maybe you ought to tell her who your housekeeper is, Tanya.
Oh, my housekeeper I've been married to for almost 35 years. Now, and I will guarantee to you that if he had his struthers, he would come in here with a gigantic garbage can, and it would all go out to the street on Friday. Because he likes everything neat. Now,
Yeah.
He's all neat and organized, and he will tell you every tool in his workshop has a place and it's put back. And then he will also not be able to find something, and he'll look for it and look for it and look for it. And guess where it will be, guys? Right in front of his face. I mean, right there, right where everybody can find it but him. Once when we were in Nebraska, he looked for 2 weeks for, it was a caulking gun. He hunted and hunted and hunted for the caulking gun. I said, well, where does the caulking gun belong? In the tub with the caulking. So I went downstairs and pulled the tub with the caulking off the shelf, and lo and behold, where was the caulking gun? In the tub with the caulking. You know, now I will also tell you that when we got married, I had brought home his wedding present. And
Penn says maybe she should say she needs a husband, but on second thought, she loves cleaning.
Oh, I don't like cleaning.
Me either.
No.
I do it when I have to, but I don't like it. I'm sorry I interrupted you, Tanya. Go ahead.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I have no desire to clean. That is one reason why Jeffrey does it. But back when he was working, I did it. You know, I've always done stuff. I mean, it's not like he's had to do it all. But anyways, I came home with his wedding present, which was at that time, believe it or not, an electric typewriter. The next door neighbor's little girl came running over to me. Mommy, it's Miss Tanya, it's an emergency. Mommy needs you. And I'm like, okay. So I dropped this thing in the middle of the floor. I left the door unlocked, and I ran next door. And Mommy needed me because the kid had a spider bite that he'd had for a week. But Mommy desperately needed me right this instant to tell her whether or not to take this kid to the doctor. Anyhow, I was over there for about 45 minutes, and Jeff came home. Well, the door was unlocked. I wasn't there. He stepped right over that typewriter and did not know what he stepped over top of. Ooh. He had no clue. He stepped over it. He ignored it completely, and he went on. I was like, okay, whatever. But yeah, he puts it away, but he doesn't know where it's at all the time. So. And I am just loving my tiny stapler. I am just having so much fun with my tiny stapler.
Bye-bye, Kathy.
Bye, Kathy.
Bye, Kathy.
Thank you for coming.
Yep. See, that's so cute. Yep. I like the tiny stapler. I like all the little junky things when you put them all together on top of something.
Yeah.
Clusters. They're supposed to be called clusters. Which makes me think I had a spool of thread I was going to use. We'll be right back.
All righty. We will be here, hopefully.
You never know.
You never know. That's true.
Maybe we will be adopted by aliens. Adopted. You never know, Lisa.
I hope we don't get abducted. I'm not really ready for that.
Oh God, that would be funny, right? Then you're coming back. Oh, listen, guys, I've been abducted by aliens.
And they would go, yeah, right.
Yeah. Can't find what I want to do. It's falling out.
You can do it, Pen. Just stick it right in there. If we can do it with as many mess ups as we all made, you can do it.
She did it. Oh gosh.
What's
No, I
going
want
on?
to see it. Penny did it.
She
Okay,
finished
Debbie?
it. Now she's got to stitch her stuff in.
Okay, and Debbie's got to go. So bye-bye, Debbie. Hi,
Hi,
Rose.
Debbie.
It's okay to do your own version of the stitching.
Yes, please. Uh-huh. Hi, Barbara Clark.
Hi, Rose. Your own version, right, Penny?
Okay, what do you do when you get a spool of thread that you cannot sew with anymore because it breaks?
Throw it away.
No, I couldn't throw it away. It was black. So, what I'm going to do is make clusters with it.
Clusters with what?
This spool of thread that's just that I would normally throw away.
Oh, why?
Well, because I thought it would be cute. Stuff piled on top of it when I couldn't use it the other day. I did it like so.
Okay, I'm going to make you big so we can see.
Oh, okay. I'll show you what
putting
I
your
did.
piles of stuff on it.
Yeah. What I did was I just took this spool of thread and I just wrapped it around my fingers like that, Because, like I said, this stuff, it's gone. First off, it's cotton embroidery thread, which wasn't really strong in the first place.
It looks old also, right?
Really old, yeah. So, I have some ribbon. Where's my ribbon? I want a piece of this ribbon. Okay, I need this stuff out.
Are your journals themed, by the way, or just what you like?
Say that again, hon?
Is your journal themed, like all cats or all flowers, or is it like all kinds of stuff?
Oh, this one is just kind of all kinds of stuff. Somehow or another, it got a flower on the top of it because Lisa had flowers, I guess. And this particular batch of scrapbook paper had a lot of flowers, and so then when I grabbed, now see, there is some geometrics, okay? Yeah. But when I grabbed the lace, that added more flowers. So yeah, there's some flowers in here.
What's going on there?
Yeah. This is a pocket and a tag.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So, but yeah, I tend to use a lot of flowers though. I really do. Okay, so let's put this little green snippet under there because it needed a little bit more than the black thread. There we go. And maybe a little orange flower because
good grief.
What I would like, I need to see, I think I have a tiny butterfly punch somewhere, and I think I would like to have a butterfly punch. So I may, look for that, because if I had it out here, then I would use it for this stuff. There we go. That's it, Lisa. That's all. I just stuck it under there.
Very
Mess
cute.
with it. Messy thread.
So now I'll never be able to throw the thread away again. See? I'm trying to clean out here. And
It's never going to work.
If you had any idea how much thread I have, you would just freak. I have boxes and boxes and boxes of thread because, I used to do that. And, there's all that thread at my mom's, too, that she has. I should never have to buy another spool of thread in my life, but guaranteed I won't be able to find something if I want it.
yeah, I was going to say, but you will.
Oh, yeah. Well, I showed you all the box of thread I got at the estate sale, didn't I?
I don't know. You may have, and I just don't remember, or you may have, and I missed it.
Okay, well, put it on somebody else, and I'll go get it.
All righty. We're going to go see what Linda's up to.
Hello. I'm looking.
That looks like fun stuff you're looking through there. That's my kind of stuff right there. I love it.
It's for my well, not everything, but a part is for it's a little bit too big. Yeah, I'm in a vintage mode at the moment,
Me too. I'm loving the vintage stuff right now. It's like
I
you go
love
in cycles.
Yeah, I just love the vintage stuff, but my stuff never comes out looking like that.
Or not?
I don't know. It just doesn't. It just, seems to end up looking all.
It's a little bit bigger than a journal, and it will stick out.
Oh, that'll be cute.
Okay, the envelope goes up. Then it's not nice anymore. Yeah. Still.
Well, if you do
out.
a few more, then it'll look like it belongs.
That's true, Lisa. So I got another one. What about here? And then it's like it's not. That's how it should be.
Yeah. Unless you don't want it that way. Then you can take them off and do something else.
Yeah, right.
Because it's your journal. You can do what you want.
Yeah. Well, I can maybe get the little things off. I made a little cluster over here. Ta-da!
Oh, that's so cute.
And then a little tuck spot and a little envelope here.
I'm sorry, I haven't been reading chat, y'all. I apologize. I've been doing beads. Rose said she had to reload her browser because it was acting funny. And Rose wants to see Becky's kitty pictures, so show us, Becky.
Yeah, make sure.
I guess Beverly's leaving. Bye-bye, Beverly. Sorry, I didn't notice earlier.
Oh yeah, I made this one as well. Oh, that could be cute. That's really sticking out, right?
Yeah, it's really cute.
Adorable.
And a little belly band with thingies. Of course, one of my ropies. A little bit up, maybe. Yeah, but then it's sticking out, guys. It's sticking out.
Well, you got to commit. Either let them stick out or make everything fit inside. You're just torturing yourself. I can't stand to see you torture yourself.
I like them when they stick out the top. I don't like them when they stick out too far on the sides.
It's always a problem, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's too much. All right, what more do I got?
I love the way these clusters end up when you could just pick up the scraps of paper that are on your table or whatever scrap is laying there. You pick it up and you put it in a pile and then you staple it down.
That sounds good to me.
Oh, it works.
I make a pocket for this one. Ta-da! A pocket. We need to make it a little bit nifty, right? Leather on it. Yeah. Oh, hold on. You can stuck her in there. What happened to it? Oh. Didn't glue down. That will be fine. Oh, look at that. That could be cool. Tap.
Rose says, that's adorbs. Why don't my vintage things look like that?
Okay, I'm going to.
That's what I think when I watch a lot of different people. I'm like, how come my stuff that I try doesn't turn out like that?
Turn out like that. Yep.
Oh, look, my creepy girl. Oh, she has a hat as well. I'm in the vintage at the moment, and I'm in the creepy people.
So you're gonna have some vintage creepy people?
No, this one is not vintage. It's.
I was just teasing.
I know.
A good combination of the two.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I use my stapler so much that now the stapler has no staples. Now I have to figure out how to reload the dumb thing.
It's really not hard.
Okay.
You want me to show you?
You may have to, because I don't see how it opens up.
Let me find mine here. I'll say this and I'll get it all over here to me, and then I won't remember how to do it. Okay, you just do that. And then pull like this.
Okay. That was so easy. But I would have never opened the bottom piece.
Yep. That's why I volunteered to show you, because I remembered it was easy, and then I was afraid I wouldn't remember how I did it.
Well, the next thing is whether or not I have any more staples here. I know I bought some.
Ow, 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 ow.
Of course, they're probably not here where they belong. They're probably off somewhere, special. Put away.
Yeah. Ooh, I broke a glass bead, and it actually punctures.
Yes, they do, honey. They will be. They're sharp and nasty.
Oh God, that's so typical me, like having a big mess on my table.
I have a big mess everywhere.
Oh, you
Me
don't want to see
too.
my house at the moment. It's like, oh my gosh, my whole bedroom exploded.
Well, if your bed broke, I can see that. Oh, that's where all of my little clips went to.
Oh God, she found something back.
Well,
Oh,
yesterday I was working on the tucks and stuff and making sure that I had everything sewn that I wanted to have sewn for this. And I have these little clips, these things right here like this, guys. And
you didn't have the camera on.
I couldn't find them. So, I was going to show you my thread, Lisa.
Yeah, show me your thread.
You need to put the camera
Rose
on.
says, I'm going to put it up here.
Move the camera.
Rose says, Mama, we have a whole lot of winches with wrenches today.
Oh, yes. Uh-huh. The more wrenches we have, the better we're at.
That's right. I believe in having lots of moderators, because I want at least 2 or 3 to be in every stream.
Yeah, this big old box. Did it?
Oh, just a second. Let me move it to you. I'm sorry. Oh, that's not it. There we go. No, good grief.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep punching the wrong button.
That's okay. This
you pushed it.
is machine embroidery thread. Okay, but it is polyester machine embroidery thread. 90% of my threads are going bad because they're cotton. Well, I was at this estate sale, and you know, this is the stuff my mom uses. It's not the best embroidery thread ever, but I can use it to sew books and stuff like that with. And some of my colors I have thrown away, Lisa. I actually have thrown several spools of thread away because they're cotton and they're trashed.
How can you do that?
Okay. She
Oh my
wanted,
goodness.
yeah, she wanted $20. I was buying something else, and I said I'd give her $20 for the whole mess. So basically, I paid $10 for this thing.
That's amazing. You did
Yeah.
good.
Now the thing of it is that some of it may be bad too, but these spools don't look like they've ever been opened. So I was like, well, that'll work. That'll replace all that stuff that's no good anymore. Okay, you can go away from me. I have to go find my staples anyways.
Okay.
Or if I can
I'm
find
gonna
my staples.
actually do this.
Okay.
I'm gonna show y'all what I ended up with on my little jewelry stuff.
Oh, nice, Lisa.
Let me answer Sherry something.
Yes, please.
Sherry, no, Lisa's going to show you, but it's actually, we made them with cardboard covers, and I used scrapbook paper. We used different things. What did we call this, Lisa?
I think we called it long stitch binding. I don't
Long
know.
stitch binding, yeah. It's because it wraps around. Show her where it wraps around. She's asking if this was a napkin journal.
Oh, I think she was actually asking Holly because Holly says she's starting the first page of her napkin journal.
Oh,
so
okay.
she was wanting basically to know what a napkin journal is. Yeah, Holly says Dee Dee Willingham does napkin journals with mixed media type art.
Oh, okay.
And I was telling Holly not too long ago that I wanted to do a napkin journal, and she did too. So she was just letting me know that she's ahead of me. She's already starting.
Aha. Okay. I'll be right back.
So
Looks beautiful, Lisa.
I like it. I'm happy. And they'll, move out of the way when I want to work. And that's the nice thing about this hole up here. Is it gives you, the ability to do that.
Yeah.
Whereas, if you put it in this spot on a regular book, it would just be a bump and it would be a hassle.
Yeah.
So, yes, Holly, I agree with Janet. Post your page in my group so I can see. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show real quick because there are several of you who weren't here the first time. But this is the cover I did with, this is lace and the flower that I cut out of some other fabric. And it's, the book is cardboard, corrugated cardboard covered in fabric on both sides. On the back, I used paper so it would be flat, but I did the same kind of doily paper and flowers so that it would just kind of go with the front. And then inside, so far I haven't done a lot of embellishing. I've just embellished the front of each of my signatures and put one little tab in the signature somewhere. But it's a junk journal type. Mine is junk journal papers in it. So some are painty papers and, music paper. And this is a inventory paper. I did put a little bit of scrapbook paper in here. And this one is a stationery paper, some more painty paper that I had stamped. When I was showing the stamps that I had carved, I did it on the back of this painty paper. And so that just happens to be in here because of that. And yes, you do need to post your abandoned places, Holly. And here's another little journal piece. And this is scrapbook paper. And then just some note papers inside. And then on this one, this is it's a doodle that Hannah did, and then she painted it with, I think this is ink tints that she used to paint it with. It looks like ink tints to me. Anyway, I made it into a tuck spot.
Wow. That's really cool.
It is. She's a very talented girl.
Yeah, just come here.
Well, she's gonna she's always been afraid to do stuff on YouTube videos with me before, but we've been working on a video for next month's craft together thing. That's what we're calling it now instead of a hangout, just in case you didn't know. She's been working on a video with me to explain that because it's her project that we're doing next month. So, and then on this one, this was pieces from scrapbook paper that I just cut off and layered. These are 3 different pieces and then stuck these 2 inside.
Nice.
So, other than having different painty papers in them and different kinds of wallpaper, I mean, not wallpaper, scrapbook paper, everything else in there is pretty much the same. So, and this was the last signature. And I just layered some stuff onto it and then made it into a pocket and made this little tag with some lace and this is an embroidery instructions.
Cool.
And made a tag like that. And that's basically all I've done so far. So I got a lot of work to do before this one will be finished.
Oh, yeah.
I have a lot of tags and stuff to do. That's the big thing.
Yeah, well, I've got to put tuck spots to put my tags in, so I've got both kinds of things to do. Oh, I do have a couple of these I was going to stick in here somewhere. I think I'm going to use one of them right here because this keeps trying to slide out. But
yeah, I want to make some.
So there's a little paper clip dangle thing that I made. I think, was it you I was copying on this, Tanya?
Possibly.
Did you do a video with these?
Yes, I did a video, but I'm not sure if that's exactly how I did mine. Did you wire it on?
Yeah.
Yep, that's how I did mine.
I wired it on. But the only reason I know for sure this is the one I did is because it's got copper and bronze and silver and all this different stuff because I just had little bits of different things. And
well, that's what works. I happen to like that kind of thing to be like that.
So that's that. And where was I going to stick another one? Oh, just in here somewhere. Let's see.
I absolutely cannot find my staples. And I know I have an extra package because the day I bought my, whatchamacallit, they were on special. So I went ahead and bought the extra package. And they're nowhere to be found.
Well, that's the bad thing about us not actually being together in the same room, because I could give you some staples if you were here.
Yep, there you go. But
this is the next best thing, but it's not quite the same.
Yeah, I have sort of a drawer that I have kept all that kind of Tim Holtzy stuff in. I thought they were right there with that, but they're not. So
thank you, Rose. Hannah I think she is gifted. She's also worked hard to develop her talent. So I think it's a combination of the two. Okay, what was I going to look for? Oh, my bucket of stuff that I was going to work on.
Well, since I cannot find my staples, I'm going to not make clusters right this minute. I'm going to do something else.
All right.
That'll just have to be the way it works.
That'll be fine.
I'm going to sew around all these tags. I knew I could do that later, so I'm just putting them on with a little bit of glue, and then I'll maybe add a little flower or something to it.
Oh, I'm going to have to show y'all real quick. I totally forgot I did this. I bought this dragonfly.
Cool.
Specifically to put on this journal right here, and I totally forgot about it and put all this other stuff.
Can you put him on the front?
I just may do that. I just may do that because he's gorgeous, and I bought him for this journal. So I'm trying to figure out what would be the best way to put him on here, though. Maybe I don't know if I could punch through all that. I was gonna say maybe an eyelet or something.
The crocodile would punch through that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think it would. But if I did that, I would probably need to do 2 punches to tie that
hold
on.
him in place.
Yeah.
What about
I could just sew it.
I was just gonna say, what about sewing it on? Now, if you want to move it, let it move a little bit. Have you got any jump rings you could attach to those spots and then
Yeah.
sew the jump rings down?
Well, it's got one on it.
Yeah, Becky says E6000. That would work.
That's true, but then it wouldn't dangle. It would just be
Oh, yeah.
solid, which would be pretty. And I wouldn't have to worry about it, but I kind of like the idea of it moving.
Uh-huh. I think dangling and moving would have a little bit more, it'd be more, to me, it'd be more fun than just stationary.
Yeah, I think
It
so
is kind
too.
of complement your beads and the things that are on your beads.
Oh, I just realized I've got these clusters I made that I need to put in there. I made them last time
Uh-huh.
and they were drying, so I forgot to put them in. Okay, so I did a little bit more than I remembered. Okay. I could put a hole in here and put a button on this side and
yeah,
tie it down with that button.
that would be cute.
Okay, I'm going to just commit to a hole and then I'll figure out the other.
I mean, if I can sew all the way through my cardboard, I'm sure that your crocodile goes. If you can get it in there, I'm pretty sure it'll go through there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will too. It's gone through stuff that surprised me. And I'm not going to put it on top of the lace too, just right up here. So it won't have to go through quite as much. But I can't, I'm just going to have to wing it on, I guess, where the hole is. Okay. Thank you, Rose. I love that dragonfly too. I was so excited when I saw it because you don't see as many dragonfly charms as you do other things, and they're I'm always excited when I find one. So okay, so there's that, and now then I need a button to put in there. It's going to look funny just having a button. Maybe I can find a flower button. Okay, I'm going to mute while I look. Be right back.
Okay. Except that she should have put it back on on the multiple
On everybody, yeah.
Yep. Hey there. My hubby just came home.
Hello, Hubster Jeffrey. Or Jeff.
He cleared to the other end of the house.
Oh.
The girl said hello to you. Linda said hello. He says hi.
Who is Linda? Well, it's me. You probably can't hear me, but it's me.
No, because I have on my headset, so he can't hear.
I know.
Oh,
it's kind of funny.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Can you see me now, by the way?
No, I can't see you. Well, I think she went off. Let me see here, and let's see what's on the. Let me change the screen. Let's see. No, she went off and left her screen. Yep. Yep.
It's kind of funny, you know, that people walk away and forget about the whole stream.
Well, the thing of it is that she muted herself so that she
could find something, or what was it?
Go off and find something, but she didn't think about the fact that we were here and she could have put the pictures on us. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll give her a hard time when she comes back.
Yeah, Lisa is getting a button or something.
I think so. Yeah, we're on the Lisa screen. Yep, that's right.
Yep.
And since I can't find my stapler, I'll just sew these things in place later. I'll just run across them with the sewing machine, which will be fun, you know.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize I left it on me while I was out walking around. I
We said
apologize.
you just thought that everybody wanted to watch a plain old screen.
A plain old screen, yeah. Well, I thought these buttons were flowers, but they're not. So I did all that looking for these because I thought these were flowers. They're metal buttons, which I still think is cute, but
Well, and it'll look like a center on that other flower. So
yeah. Okay, we're gonna go with it. Hi, Joyce. It's good to see you.
Holly, really? Okay.
I think we must have missed something.
I'm not sure what we missed, but really?
Okay. Now what kind of thread do I want to use? I don't want to get up again, so I'm going to just use this.
All right.
I'm tired of taking these headphones off and on.
Yeah, that does get to be a pain.
It does. I'm going to have to get me some that are Bluetooth because this is really bugging me. My husband had some that he was going to let me use, but for some reason they would not pair with my computer. They would pair with his phone just fine, but they will not pair with my computer. So
That's annoying.
That's kind of odd.
It's very frustrating.
Yeah.
Now, see, I didn't even think about getting a pair that. Of course, I couldn't do a Bluetooth because I don't have another USB port.
Oh yeah.
So that would not be working. So luckily these work real well, and they were just cheapies from Walmart. And then what I did was I went and ordered a long cable.
Well, I may end up doing that, but I'd really rather not have to mess with the cable at all if I can help it.
Well, yeah, because then you could actually just walk around the room. I have a long enough cable. I can roll away from the desk a little bit, but I can't go real far. I couldn't get up and go, look for my staples. I thought they were in the drawer. Obviously they're not. So
I think I need to make a small.
Oh, well, that didn't work.
Oh.
What didn't work?
Oh, this jump ring has a slit in it. It just slid right off my thread. So it's like,
Okay. Well, that doesn't work then.
we'll have to figure something else out. But
Linda was saying something, and Linda, I'm sorry, but I missed what you said.
Yeah. Can't remember what I said. Probably not important.
Oh, okay.
let's go see what you're doing.
I did said, well, I think I need to make another envelope. Smaller
Okay.
one.
Okay. I'm going to do this again without the jump ring. Just do it and leave it kind of loose.
Uh-huh. And I didn't think about the fact that a standard jump ring would have a hole in it.
Well, and it may not be a standard jump ring. It's just what was on here.
Oh, the standard jump ring would have a slit. It's
Yeah. Well, this definitely had a slit.
Yep.
Go out, do some chores, clean those rooms.
Okay. Everything go okay?
Yeah, I'll tell you about it later.
Yeah, that's fine. Before you
Hi,
do that, would you mind? Everybody said hi, Jeff. Linda said hi, Jeff. Tea. I had water before, so now I can have tea. Yes, it's a split ring. A split ring would work, or soldered jump ring would have worked.
And I think
Okay.
I like this better anyway, so.
Pretty with the birds.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Let me get a mute
goodness.
a second.
Mm-hmm. He's biting her.
Oh, I'm on.
Yeah. Yep, you're on. You've been on, silly.
Oh. Okay.
Becky, Becky. Tanya, look at the thing I just put up.
Tanya Wood. Big Charm Hangout. Okay, Becky, let's plan on it. That sounds like a fun one to do. Is that the only thing I missed?
I don't know. I just happened to see that.
Okay. I think that would be fun, Becky. I've been gonna do some boho beads too, and I haven't, to do them kind of the way I do things. I have to write everything down these days. I can't seem to remember anything if it's not written down, and if it's in it. And I will tell you that one of the things with that one book July thing is he says you need to, what does he call it? I don't know, but it's review. You review your journal every night, every morning. You go back and look at it, and it does make a big difference to look at it. I usually look at mine all day long, but sitting down first thing in the morning and looking at it, and sitting down later at night to look at it, I think that's the one that really makes a difference for me. It's helping. So, Becky, yeah, I would like to do that too. In a couple weeks, all right. Seeing how our hangout next week is, our hangout for August starts next week. That following week would be a good week because we won't have a craft together. That following week. So 2 weeks would be good. I'll have to look and see what all I've got going on. By the way, I don't know if I told y'all because I didn't do my stream Sunday, but Mama had laser surgery last week on her eyeball, which was just as simple as could be. They went in there and he zapped it, and he's hoping she won't have to have these injections we've been going for. She might have to have a few more, but he's hoping he can make it down to where she doesn't have to have them.
Oh, that would be magnificent.
Yes, because then when we're gone off, I don't have to hunt up somebody to take her,
Yeah.
which is a big, would be a big help. Linda's in the zone. Okay.
I'm sorry. Give me
It's
something.
okay. Don't apologize.
Okay.
Being in the zone's good.
We probably ought to put together a list of supplies that people might need too, Becky. We don't have to do a video about it necessarily, but if we did a list of, pliers and wire cutters and wire, head pins, that kind of stuff. I can do that. And then just post pictures. Okay.
Did you guys make altered playing cards?
I have in the past, but I didn't make anything for this journal.
I made a new one this week, and I'm kind of thinking it's really funny. So this one.
Let me make you big so everybody can see, Linda.
Big.
This one.
Oh, very cute.
Oh, that's so cute.
You can't see the J and the spades, but it's there. And I got another one. You got the king on it, like what Didi Willingham is doing, like
the reverse collage.
Yes, that's it. I got another one. Oh, and I got a red one.
Oh, those are cute.
So if you got some playing cards, just reverse collage the background out and make a bird out of it. Cute, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yes, it is.
Now go back to split screen.
Okay. Bossy.
I want to be bossy.
I'm just teasing you. You're not being bossy.
I think somebody was bossy the last time I was in charge. And I think her name is Lisa.
Oops.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's about the fact that if I'm doing it, I'm forgetting. I forget what I'm doing, so. My husband's all happy, guys. Somebody's going to come and buy some Jeep rim things that we've had forever and get him out of his way. I told you he was the neat one, right? Well, if it's in his way, if it just bothers him to no end. So these Jeep rims going away, it will be such a big deal.
Make him a happy man.
Yes, it will. Now he thought he had the freezer sold last week, I think, and then it wouldn't cool.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's always worked just fine. And last week he started it up for a guy so that it would be cold when the guy got here, and had to call him and say, "Don't come." So, oh well. That's the way it works. But the
Hi,
nice thing
Suzanne. I didn't see you come in. It's good to have you. She says it's looking awesome, Linda.
Oh, thank you, Suzanne.
There you go. The one nice thing is that we live in the county, and therefore every week they will pick up something like that, so he can put it out to the street and they'll come and get it.
Oh, that's nice.
We had 2 toilets from the bathrooms, and they just came and took them away. They have a big claw truck that will pick them up. If we lived in the city, they don't do that. So that's kind of a nice benefit to living in the county.
Yeah.
Well, they do it over here.
Pardon?
They do it over here, picking up your big trash. You need to
Yeah.
make an appointment because my old bed needs to go out, right?
Uh-huh.
And what we do here, we recycle it and we call for an appointment, and then they will come over and take it with them for free. It's going to the recycle thingy.
Yeah.
Or
Our city will pick stuff up too.
The reuse thingy.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Hello,
I bet
Beth.
Hi, Beth. It's good to see you.
Hi, Beth.
I cannot believe I can't find my staples. That is just bugging me now. Of course, you guys do know I still can't find my heat tool.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I can't find it.
It's in the safe spot. So, Tanya,
I'm sure it is. I'm sure
it's in the safe spot.
I'm sure it's put up somewhere special. But it's just making me so mad.
Somewhere very logical, probably.
Oh, probably. Probably. It was just a good thing Mom had hers, or I couldn't have done the shrinky dinks that day because it's just disappeared. I have no idea what I've done.
It's not the weekend, Holly.
Uh-oh, what's going on?
Holly just says, I keep thinking it's the weekend, but it's not the weekend.
No.
Yeah. The weekend is over.
Yeah. Or it's yet to come, depending on which way you're looking.
Yeah.
Well, I will be back on Sunday. This Sunday.
Oh,
Where are
good.
you going, Tanya?
Well, we went off last weekend, so I didn't do my live stream. We went camping in Alabama.
Ooh.
Really exciting place to go, but it was nice. And it cooled down just enough that it wasn't so bad that we couldn't survive, which was a good thing because the clubhouse does not have air conditioning.
Clubhouse?
No, the clubhouse at the campground.
Oh, I thought you called your RV a clubhouse.
Oh, no. Our RV has 2 air conditioners.
Ah.
If it was the clubhouse, it would at least be a cool one.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, there's a rule about about campers. The rule is that you can have 6 for drinks, 4 for dinner, but only 2 to sleep. So basically, we just had the 2 of us there the whole time. Because we had the group that we went with is we had multiple dinners with the group in the clubhouse. So we had a good time.
Cool. A big RV, so you can have some fun in that RV, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I thought the RV that I was driving in was big.
That was a little one.
Yeah. No, it was big, Tanya.
I have to show y'all something
Oh yes, please go.
It's a serendipitous thing.
Okay.
This is my Trader Joe's bag that I cut up and put in here.
Yes.
And one of the pages says, is framing the bag and hanging it on the wall reusing or recycling?
Oh,
I
cool.
love that.
I did too. I was so excited when it ended up just in the right spot.
Cool.
If you'd have tried to do it, you probably couldn't have done that.
No, I probably couldn't have. I'd have worked and finagled and it wouldn't have worked out.
You probably know that crafters like those bags.
Yeah,
I really wish we had a Trader Joe's.
I wish we did too. I have to go to San Antonio to go to one.
Well, I got some nice bags. I did ask the guy, can I have an extra one? He said, yeah, of course. It was from, I can't remember now. It's here next to me, I think.
She'll remember about the time we get offline. You know that, right? Or
Yeah.
in the middle of the night, Linda. That's what happens to me. Is we remember I remember stuff in the middle of the night.
Penny, Penny, what was the name from that shop? The pricey shop, I can recall. Little bit pricey. No, can't find it that quick.
Oh well.
Oh well.
You'll remember.
It's the shop logo in California with all the fruits and the vegetables.
Well, that sounds like a Trader Joe's.
No, it was not a Trader Joe.
Sprouts?
Sprouts.
Whole
Yep,
Food-
Sprouts.
Okay.
Sprouts.
That
So
sounds
they
like
gave me an extra bag for the crafts.
that
really
sounds
nice.
like a fun store.
It was, yeah. Fun store. Something Android.
I have to show you what I've been doing, Lisa. You want?
All righty, just a second. Let me move the camera to you.
I think it came out really cute.
Oh,
So,
it did.
Wow.
what I wanted was, you know how we had the little tabs on the sides of our paper sometimes, like these.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I wanted some on the little tags because I'm not going to put fiber on these tags. I'm going to stitch around them, but I'm not going to put, tabby things at the top of them. So I wanted it to stick out a little, and then I'll stitch around this part right here. So I put a circle on that stuck out, and then I added all of these little leafy things. Those are just 2 circles. And then I did the same thing on this one. So it's out past there, and I'll just stitch around there. And then I did that with the ticket that sticks out.
Cool.
And this one has a flower that sticks out.
Very,
So
very cute
like little
ideas.
tabbies to grab them.
Cute.
Since I couldn't.
70s. Or am I wrong?
Oh yes, it does look very. The whole book does. Pin, Linda. Why did I call you Pin? I'm sorry. The paper looks very 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
All of it did.
True.
It was some I got at. See, look at this one.
Yeah.
Very, very.
70s. I think it's 70s.
The paper is some I got at. Now that's a different piece. It came in a different pile. But it was paper that I got at the thrift store when we used to go to the pound sale all the time. So, and by adding the oranges into it, look at this one. Look at this, how 60s that looks, or 70s that looks.
And
They
you
just-
guys in America in the 70s also the colors are a lot like brown and orange.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep. And lots of purple and lime green.
Yep.
See, even the stripes in that look very 70s.
Yeah. We could have shirts from it, right? Remember the shirts with the striped
Mhm.
shirts?
Yep.
The men's pants.
Actually, I had a pair of pants like this. The stripes went up and down like that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they were tight. And then they had great big bell bottoms on them.
Oh my goodness. Toot, toot, toot. Back in time.
Holly's sleeping in a 7-bedroom mansion. Shopping bags all over the wall. Ooh, Gucci and Tiffany. Well, that would be nice. Like I can afford. I have to put Holly and I be in the same boat.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, Giovanna, thank you, Giovanna. Anyway, so but yeah, Linda, they look very, very 60s, 70s color wise. So
I don't know how old you are, guys, but I'm getting flashbacks.
well, I graduated from high school in 76. So by then it had the colors had calmed down a little.
Mm.
But yep. Okay, you can take it off me now. I gotta cut up some more cards because I have to let these dry and then I'll sew around them.
Oh, I was totally mesmerized by the flipping from Tanya. Yeah. I need to do something now.
Do something.
I did this one.
Thank you, Joyce.
Pocket with all kinds of stuff in it, and I did
And Pin and Nettie.
this one and this one.
Oh, very nice.
This one
Mm-hmm.
is out.
Yep.
Now I'm working on a very strange kind of looking of pocket.
Oh, I like that strange looking pocket.
It won't be script. I did punch out some circles and I just put a picture behind it.
Uh-huh.
Now it will be a pocket. And I'm really liking this. In here.
I have one more place I think I'm going to go look for my staples. I'll be right back.
Oh
Okay.
God. I got a last hunch.
Well, I hope it pans out.
Okay. Where are you from, by the way, Lisa?
Where am I from?
Yeah.
I
If you
live
wanna
in
tell, by the
Amarillo,
way.
Texas, and I have lived here all my life. So
Yeah.
I'm a Texas girl through and through.
I thought so. If I hear your accent.
Yeah, you can't deny it.
No. Is Texas a big state?
It's pretty big. Oh, okay, Vicky. Bye bye. Go get ready. Other than Alaska, Texas is the biggest state in the United States. So,
Okay.
but it's big enough that you have to drive. Even at the speed limits that we have now, you have to drive more than 10 hours to get from the top to the bottom. So
Wow.
that's big enough for me. Somebody put a deal in Facebook and says you might be from Texas if, and one of the things they said was if you measure the distance between places in hours. And that's how we do. I can remember we're always talking, how far is it to Lubbock? About 2 hours. How far is it to Dallas? About 5 hours.
How funny is that, right?
So Pin says she's liking the grungy vintage feel, Linda.
Thank you, my dear.
So I can't find the staples, but I decided what I would do is make some clusters with these tiny little brads.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, cool.
That'll work. So. Liking the grungy, yeah, the grungy vintage feel is really, I love that kind of feel, Pin. Don't know whether she likes it as much or not, but I like it.
I do like it. Normally, I make a lot of embellishments. Like I got an idea, and then all of a sudden, I make 10 of it. And I
Aha.
save them. And if you like have a journal like this, you just stuck it in, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And this is my latest one, and I'm going to repeat this
Oh,
one.
just a second. Let me go back
wait,
to you,
yeah,
Linda.
Oh.
We want to see.
This one. This is my latest one with the belly band that can slide up and down.
Oh, cute. Looks like a
Yeah.
belt.
Yeah, like a belt. And then with a rope in it, but this one is too big. I don't like it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make more of these and then different sizes. And this is
Yeah.
like the little projects that I do in between all kinds of other stuff.
You need to do
And then-
tutorials on those projects.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is not so
Or even
hard.
just, you don't have to make it a tutorial. Just show us, do one on a video.
Like this one is really easy. It's just, you know, decoupaged on top of it. It's an envelope. And on that, this is the base. Then you make the belly band with a little pocket of
Goodies.
goodies.
Janice, just a minute and I'll answer you, okay? Thank you, Becky. Go ahead, Linda.
What I've got here, that's for the composition notebook. Yeah, well, this is Tim Holtz, an old letter. Oh yeah, this one is from Nick the Booksmith. Only I did it different, but it's the same idea. Crafts paper and a letter inside, and that's it. It's not so hard, ladies.
Uh-huh.
You can do it.
Lisa, I had a question from Janice as to what is a cluster. So if you'd make me big, I'll just show her. It'll be easier to show her. It's just a little bunch of stuff that you pile up. And I'll show you one just here in a second. Let me get this cut so that I have something to make it on. Okay, don't fall off of there. You know,
I'm glad to know you talk to your stuff like I do.
Oh, I always tell my stuff to behave if I don't. This is sort of a cluster, but I glued it down. Okay, and that's what these all are in some respects, as kind of little clusters. But this one is one I stapled down. It's just a little pile of stuff that you pile on there, and then it's a cluster of stuff is what it is. Let me, where's my thingamabob so that I can.
I got here also a little cluster.
Okay. Linda, could you show, Lisa, could you go back to Linda and show her the little cluster?
This one. It's
Yeah.
just a jelly print.
Yeah.
A piece of from old with holes in it. I stitched over it and a little bit of jelly print behind and a T on top of it. That's also a cluster.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right. Lisa,
They
you
can
want to
be-
show her the little ones that you had done?
Okay. I'm trying to figure out where I put them now. Well, I did this tag here is kind of it's semi-clustery because I've got paper and then lace laid over it. But
Really
right here is one that I did with different fabric and lace and buttons. That's a cluster. And I did another one. Where is that? I stuck it right here. by that
Yep.
tag. That's a little cluster. So they can be fabric, or they can be paper, or they can be a combination of the two.
Right.
So let's go back to Tanya while she shows making one.
Yeah. And okay, so I have all this little messy stuff on my table that might end up in the garbage can. If I were finished with this whole project, I probably would throw most of that away, or I would make up little clusters and save them. But I don't want to throw it away until I'm done. So what I would do is I would look at a couple of pieces of it, see what I might be able to pile up that looks cute. Not like that. I don't like that at all. Remember, when you tear things, that sometimes you tear it and it's white, and sometimes you tear it and it's a different color. So there's that. We have this little leaf, and I have a little piece of this lace. Okay, and then I'm going to cut a little piece of this, because I don't have any little pieces of that. Okay, so that's now my little cluster. Now, because I can't find my staples, and I ran my stapler out of staples, I'm going to take my hole puncher and I'm going to stick a hole in it and stick one of these little tiny itty bitty brads in there. And then I don't like to have these things on the back. Like, if the back of the staples, on the back of the staples, I always put something, because I don't like that they bite me, and it just makes me irritable. So I'm going to take my brad, and I'm just going to put a little circle of paper over the top. And guys, I'm sorry, but apparently my husband has decided he must mow the lawn this afternoon. So the lawnmower is not going to be too distracting.
Oh, I can't hear it at all. So
Okay, good. I know that he won't be on this end of the house for very long, but I do have to admit, our yard is getting kind of shabby. Okay, so that brad is sticks up more than the staples do, so it took me a little bit to get that paper worked around the brad. But that is the kind of cluster I'm making with these little pieces of paper and stuff that are on my table. The little pieces of lace that I cut off, like this piece right here, I cut the lace a little long when I glued it on. I know that I'm going to need to trim this off like so. So there's another little piece I can make a cluster with. So that was it.
all right, Linda, we're going to go back to you for just a minute, and I'm going to mute for a second.
Oh. I was totally mesmerized by Tanya. We're looking like, one hand under the chin, like, oh, cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, I'm in the live stream.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
no need to be sorry. That's a cute little tag.
Cute, huh?
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking doing 2 or doing 1. It's a little bit filthy on the back, so yeah, I could stick something on it, but I think I'm just going
That's
to...
just the grungy thing.
What?
That's just the grungy thing.
A grungy, yeah, it's a grungy thing. But I'm looking spots for all kinds of stuff.
Rose, that's a good idea. Rose is going to have a craft container that's named Cluster Bits.
Oh, my fan is wiggling my
Oh my.
camera.
It sure is.
Oh gosh, really?
Because
the fun is, I cut it on my face, and the fan is on top of I got an IKEA card, with all the paint in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just on top of it, and it's exactly in the line of my camera. Sorry, guys. Hope I didn't make you sick by wiggling.
Oh, I was nauseous. I'm
You're welcome,
teasing.
Dennis.
How did you make the tag in a jelly plate? This one is a painted paper. Now you're wondering, what? This is one of my painted papers. I cut parts out, and if you cut parts out, I think I got more. Mhm. Oh, I stuck it already in, I think. Yeah. Oh gosh, now I need to make new painted papers. Yay!
It's always good to have an excuse to make new painting papers.
That's right.
Like this one, if you got like a big sheet, you just can cut them up in little pieces and make them text or background and do all kinds of stuff with them. Now I made a video about this, how I did this, by the way, on my channel. Pretty easy, to be honest. What was I doing? Oh, also a piece of painted paper. This one too. And this one too.
Lots of painty papers.
Yeah. This one too.
Painty paper.
What was I working on? Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, question guys. Would you
Mhm.
like to see a tutorial about this booklet?
Is that yes? I would love to see a
Yes.
tutorial about that.
Mhm.
Yes?
Yep. Yes. Yes.
And you can journal in it, and then because you need to keep in mind that these are folds. So if you're going to decoupage on it or stick something on it, it needs to be folded. But you can write on it. And then the cover. Ta-da! Okay. And then do something with the outside. That would be fun. Okay, I will in the future I will make a video. Don't let promise anything, right? You never know.
Yeah.
This week and the next week I will be very busy.
Oh no, not again.
Oh God, what did you do, Tanya?
Well, I dropped my corner rounder out of my thingamabob, and that's how I broke the last one.
I told you today you drop it all on the floor day.
Yes, I know. Guess what? I think it survived.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah, I mean these crack. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Right here, where this piece is, right there, it's cracked. Well, all I did was drop the bloody thing on the floor, and see, then it does that. So,
Oh man.
but this one seems to be all right. It survived. I've been going to go take it out and put, take this apart and just cover it with E6000 and see if it would continue to work. But guess what?
What?
You found your staples. No?
They are right here, right there.
Yay, Tanya!
Okay, I looked in that tub 3 times.
Welcome to the club. Welcome to
Okay.
the club.
And I'm just going to say, okay, Jeff.
Yeah.
It's only because you said something about that earlier.
Yes, because I said something. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
You know, that happens to me constantly. And lately what I'm doing is stop searching and just sit down and look over my whole desk. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, in front of me. You know.
Yeah, that they were just stuck right in the side of the tray where I expected to find them.
Always
But
the
I had
same.
looked in there 2 or 3 times. Now that you have to understand that tray's just as bad as the whole rest of my studio. I cannot believe that. That is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
But clusters are fun because they let you use all of the itty bitty bits of stuff. That's what I really like about them. That you can use all your little itty bitty bits.
Yes.
Okay, I got to know, Suzanne, what is CRS?
Yeah.
Can't remember
Oh, I got it.
that last letter. I have a coffee cup that says CRS.
Can't remember.
I suffer from CRS. Yes.
And the S is from shit.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Now,
No, it's stuff. That's too funny.
I also have a coffee cup that says information. I do not have memory loss. I have information overload.
Cool.
I need that one.
Now, I will tell you too, I don't drink coffee.
I don't either.
Uh,
I once in a while drink hot tea, though.
I rarely drink my tea hot. That's one of those things that for some reason, you could go back to all three of us, hon.
Okay.
Yep, Beth, I put them in a special place where I wouldn't. Okay, but now where is my heat tool?
Now, if you look under your desk, there's a box. It's in there.
It's in the box under my desk?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that would be hard to do because all of the boxes under my desk, there's 2 boxes under there with books, and there's 12 boxes under there with fabric in it.
Yeah,
So
it's in fabric. I can feel it.
It's in the fabric.
It's in the fabric. Okay. If it is in the fabric, boy, have I screwed up because,
Because that's the place you would never look.
Yes. Now, you have to understand, all those boxes were in the spare bedroom closet. Our spare bedroom is basically the master bedroom. It has 2 big, gigantic closets. So I had all of those fabric boxes in the closet in the master bedroom. When we thought Brandon was going to move down here, I took them all and I figured out how to get it all into those boxes. So they're underneath my table, right? All back there. Now he's not going to move down here. Okay, kid, I might just want to whop you. But no, I don't want to whop him because if I did, he might never come and see me again.
Oh, well, you don't want that.
No. So. Scarlet fever, Joyce, honey. Sometimes disease. Okay, Beth, I like the sometimes disease. Yes. I can relate to that one. Worry about it tomorrow.
I just now figured out what scarlet fever was. I am so slow. Okay. Scarlet O'Hara.
Yeah.
Took me a while. I was
It
like,
took me a
scarlet
while
fever.
too. I was just like trying to figure it out. I thought, oh my gosh, she's sick.
Yeah.
I want to make a hidden pocket. Did you guys hear about it?
A hidden pocket?
Yeah.
Okay, make it bigger on her, Lisa, so
No,
we can.
I don't have one. I've asked, did you ever made one?
I don't think I would say yes to that because I don't know that I have.
Yes, I don't know for sure what it is, so I'm not going to commit to anything.
It's do you know Bohemian Crafter or Crafty?
Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
Yes. Uh-huh.
She makes hidden pockets. I think I did see it on her channel or somebody else. Oh yeah, that could be cool.
Are you going to make one now?
Now, no, because I don't. Yeah, I kind of know how to, but
Okay.
I need to have something to. I do remember that I got somewhere a coffee cup thingy sleeve. Oh wait, no, Pin has it. I think. Kind of weird because Pin doesn't really drink coffee, and I thought it was mine, but that would be nice if you had the kind of a belly band that can slide up and down, and you stop it,
Oh,
and you
uh-huh.
stop it with stops. That's all. Really nothing special.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen her do it. What is her name? I cannot remember. But yeah. I think I've seen her do that.
Okay. Oh, that would be kind of cool in this little journal.
Well, that's got enough glue on it. You know how when you do something and you go, ew, that's way too much. I didn't need that much glue. It's a good thing I have a crafty mat on my table. It would be glued to the table.
That's a plus.
That's one reason why when we do all that totally junk journal stuff, I get glue everywhere. So
Glitter?
that's kind of why I put the craft mat on the table. It just kept me from getting quite so messy. The paper, having paper down there, it seemed like all my papers would get stuck to it. So I think we need some more of the stripy paper. Where's the stripy paper? I know I have one.
Okay, my brain is like giving up. It's
Oh, really? What's on, huh?
it's just through working. It's like, okay, I'm done. I don't know what else to think about. Oh God,
Well,
all this junk sitting out here in front of me, and I don't have a clue what to do with any of it.
It's just that, huh?
Yeah, it's just sitting out there in front of me.
Well, if your book's done. If your book is done, then it's done.
Well, no, my book's not done.
Oh.
I definitely want to do more. I just can't think of anything at the moment to do.
Okay.
It's like everything I look at, I'm like, nah.
Okay, let's do a
I know that feeling.
do a flip through so that we can see it, and maybe we have suggestions. I will be back. Okay, I got to go take care of the person who's coming to the door because my husband's riding the mower. So,
Alrighty,
I'll be back.
we'll be here. I think part of my problem is on this page that I'm working on, it's very white, and most of my stuff is not white.
I did stamp on the back, and I just started to put stuff on top of it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
A little bit of stamping for the background, maybe.
If I hadn't already glued this lace down, that would work really well. Yeah. Maybe I can go around it.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see what I can find here. Get my leash.
I keep forgetting it, and then I turn back of me is like a closet, and doink, I can get on that cord. Like, oh yeah, I'm a headset.
Oh yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
I'm stuck.
I'm stuck.
Okay, let's see what. I think I'm going to. I don't know if this will work or not, but I'm going to play with it and see.
Yeah.
probably too light to really.
What the heck is this? Hmm?
Something you don't remember?
Somebody knows what this is because I have no clue. What is it, guys? I'd like to know. Oh. No. Let me cut off a little. No. I'm looking for something cool. I'm afraid I don't have something cool. I can go back to making some more embellishments, right?
Yes,
How cool is that?
that's always a good thing to fall back on when you're not sure what else to do.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay, this is not happening.
I'm back. I'm back.
Yay!
I have to tell you, I went one way and just got the gate locked. So I go the other way, and about the time I go the other way, he drives the mower clear to the other side of the. It's like, okay, stay in one place, would you?
You're bothering my live stream. Go away.
Well, Jeff said he was trying to keep an eye out. Yeah, well, the guy had pulled up. I went one direction, went the other direction, took him through the house. Just totally not paying any attention to what's going on out front.
Okay, we have to read Nettie's statement here. She says, I used to have a shirt with, from all the things that I have lost, I miss my mind the most.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yes, I like that one. Lisa. Oh, Beth says, Lisa, look above.
Yeah, I think that's what she was meaning. I hope so, because that's what when I got to that, I quit looking above. So,
Boy, I quit that crooked.
was that what you meant for me to look at, Beth? Because if it's something else, I messed up. No, it wasn't that. Okay, let's see.
Oh, okay.
Lisa, get out some cute dragon stamp or stickers.
Oh, she's giving you ideas. There you go.
Okay, I don't think I have a cute dragon stamp or stickers. I don't think I have dragon anything.
Dragonfly is what she's talking about.
Oh, dragonfly. Okay. That's totally different. I do have a little bit of that.
You put dragonflies on your book, so get some cute dragonflies out, and that way it'll give you some ideas of some more stuff to do.
That reminds me. See, it worked already.
Okay. See? Yeah. Have it. Just one little thing can give you some ideas. No.
Okay. I'm gonna mute and take the headphones off for a minute.
Okay. I hope she's not going cough. Tanya understands me so well. Oh. Not really. But I did see where your mind was going, dear. That's the thing. I want to do, Linda, you to ask me about flowers. I want to do a whole book that's just birds. Cute little fun, weird birds, you know.
Cool.
Nothing. Okay, so that is not going to stay. So we got to do something about making that stay.
Well, my journals are more, everything is mixed in it.
Mm-hmm.
I did start a steampunk journal,
Mm-hmm.
but I never finished it because, then I do steampunk in like one of my other journals, and then, oh yeah, I got a steampunk journal, and
Well, mine are kind of like that, just whatever happens along, but it all depends. Now, my art journals, I tend to, like if I'm painting or collaging or something, I tend to do a whole journal with kind of one sort of theme or sort of technique.
mm-hmm.
It just means that I to explore that particular technique a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
If I've used it through a whole 20 pages or so, then I'm done. Don't want to do it anymore.
Done.
Done.
That's how it goes, right?
I think so.
I did a while back the acrylic with alcohol technique. Do you know the technique?
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't work out for me. I was like, and I so like it. Why not? And it's all in the alcohol. I got the wrong alcohol.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
I've got 99.9% alcohol, and now it's exactly doing what I want, and that's kind of cool. And now I keep doing it, like, oh, don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played with my alcohol inks one time, and it was the same situation. I did not like what was coming out, and realized after the fact that it was the alcohol I was using.
Yeah, you need to have a pretty high alcohol.
Yeah, Beth, you know, Marsha Prop from CZ's Creations, she uses cheesecloth and coffee dyes it. Oh man, she makes some fun stuff with cheesecloth.
Hi, Cheryl.
Oh, Sherry's mentioned that. Yeah, coffee dyed cheesecloth. Okay, so now I was going to put the thingy in this because, needless to say, all right, Lisa said, do it this way.
You
And
can't
then
remember
this
now.
way. Well, you got to really figure this thing out. It's kind of, you know.
That's a little bit of a, you know,
It's not normal.
it's not normal.
Well, I couldn't find them. I had
What
some dragonflies that I had cut out for Sunday, and I had some extras, and I was going to put them right here, but I can't find them.
No.
I'm sure I put them somewhere, you know,
safe.
safe.
Mm-hmm. They're with my heat tool.
Probably.
Okay,
they need to come home.
They run up. Yeah.
There we go. Okay. All right. Come on. In there. There we go.
Together with the heat gun for Tanya.
Hi, Cheryl.
I don't know why.
What are we on me?
Do what?
Having a holiday on Hawaii.
You're having a holiday?
No, your heat gun.
Oh, my heat gun. Oh, yes.
With the item of Tanya of Lisa. What were you looking for?
My dragonflies.
The dragonfly. Yeah.
But they're off on holiday.
Yeah.
Maybe if I went out to the camper, that's where I'd find it. I doubt it, but that might be where I found it.
Could be.
I did take my camera with me, thinking maybe I would try to do a video while we were out. But I decided that the air conditioners were way too noisy. And they were both running full blast the whole weekend with as hot as it is. So it was just not a pleasant weekend to do anything like that.
Maybe it'll be easier in the fall when you go.
It will be because the air conditioners won't run so hard. So that's, it's just one of those things. Yes. And I can go out there anytime. The air conditioners are on. The camper's open. I can go out. I was just going to test the equipment that I bought to go out there. I didn't actually buy it. I bought a head for it. Some friends of ours gave me a microphone stand to attach my web camera to. So because I won't have this big fancy, wooden tripod thing that Jeff built me in the camper. There's no way. So they gave me this microphone stand because it has a long arm. So I got a little thing that will let me attach my camera to the microphone stand. And then I had to get a counterbalance weight, which goes on the mic. I didn't have to, but to make sure that it didn't tip over with my camera on it, it was easier to have a weight that would just slip on there and be done than it was to worry about having it tip over on me. So
yeah, I bet.
I got those two things a couple months ago, and I just have not even tried to put the things on the stand. So we'll figure it out eventually. It's one of those things. I slept is what I did. I took naps Friday and Saturday. I never napped. Jeff was just in awe that I went to sleep Saturday. Because, I was out cold and I slept. And then Sunday morning, I didn't get up till 7:45.
But in the evening?
I was tired.
Wow.
Oh, Beth, yeah, that's been so nasty here. We did have a cooled off weekend. It was only in the 90s instead of, in the low 90s instead of in the almost 100. Well, I think they're loading them up, so that's one thing gone. How they're going to put 4 wheels in the trunk of that little tiny car, I don't know.
They'll find a way.
Yeah, they can go in the back seat. This kid drove all the way over from, not Baton Rouge. Where did he tell me? Anyways, over from Louisiana for these silly wheels. I was like, okay. I don't care. You can come over all the way to get silly wheels. I'm not going to complain.
Happy to give you my silly wheels.
Yeah. Well, like Jeff said, he could have taken them to the what is that place? The place you sell metal. The metal
Scrapyard?
Yeah, the metal scrapyard. He could have taken them there, but he kind of thought they were still good. He hates to do that kind of thing. If he can find somebody that can use them, but he gets tired of having stuff in the way, and I don't blame him. Oh, I like my little staplers. Thank you for finding us staples. Look. We're
glad you have Joe, Beth. we're glad you have him to keep your car running and just
And keep
generally
her
take
home.
care of you. Yeah.
Yeah, we came home to one of those kinds of situations. Oh, I have to tell you this one though. This one was fun. Okay, we came home. I hadn't called my mom all weekend. I did get a couple of text messages from my sisters that they had spoken to her. And that's the deal. They're supposed to, when they speak to her, and text me so that I don't have to make a phone call every day. So, I called her when I got home Sunday after we'd settled in, and I knew something was wrong. You know how you know something's wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I knew something's wrong. Okay, Mom, what's wrong? Because I could tell. She said, well, I hate to tell you this, but something's wrong with my car. It won't start. I'm like, what? It won't start. I said, did you maybe, because she said I was out Saturday I had to go to the pharmacy. I went Saturday. And when I got home, and then she went to go to church yesterday morning, Sunday morning. And she says it just won't start. And I'm like, okay, did you maybe leave the trunk open or, not all the way latched or the one of the doors ajar? She said, well, I've checked all those things and it doesn't seem to be the battery. She said, it's making a very strange noise. I'm like, okay, strange noise it is. We'll have to see about it. I said, but Jeff's too tired and he has half a headache, so I'm not going to come today. We'll come over in the morning. So yesterday morning we go over there. My mother's car doesn't just make a noise. It is screaming bloody murder. It is nasty sound. Well, I call a tow truck and I have it taken in. Both Jeff and I think it's we're pretty sure it's a starter. So we have it taken in, and sure enough, it's a starter. The guys at the shop said they had never seen this happen before.
Wow.
My mother's starter broke. The casing of the starter broke.
The casing of the starter.
Yep. The starter looks like most of the time they look like kind of like a bullet. They have sort of a cone-shaped end on one end. And that whole cone, he said, was cracked all the way around. I've never seen one do that. I said, that is weird. I said, I've never heard of that before. And usually it's a little electronic piece that goes bad inside of it. He said he had never seen one ever do that before. I'm like, great. Just what I needed to hear.
We want to be your first.
Yeah, this is what she needed. Luckily, she had been all the way to this grocery store and had gone home, and it didn't happen until she went to go out again. So she had been out, and it could have done it to her at the grocery store in this heat.
Oh, goodness.
And it didn't. It did it at home. So somebody was watching over her for me.
Amen.
So she now has somebody to call. I said, you've got to have his cell phone number. The next door neighbor, would have run up to the grocery store and gotten her, had that happen to her. I said, and we do have a taxi service. So I got her those phone numbers to carry with her. But it's like, that's what we needed, is to have those things happen. She was all concerned because the little engine lights, she had taken her book inside. And for one thing, she's always worried that it's something she's done.
Yeah.
And the little engine light said that it was the engine not engaging. And she was afraid she was going to have a new engine. So she was real happy that she got it back. I mean, we got it back yesterday afternoon, but that meant we spent the whole day pedaling with that silly car.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, well. Yes, Beth, it's a tiny stapler. It is itty bitty, Here, I'll show it to you. I'm sorry I didn't see it before. Your question.
Here, let me go to big screen so you can show her better.
Yeah. It's only about 1/4 of an inch, and they have they're tiny on the back side too. See how tiny they are?
Really tiny.
Yeah, they're tiny. They don't have a very deep bite, and they're only about 1/4 of an inch across. So,
Wow.
and I got this. I got it at Joann's with my coupon, or no, I got it the day everything was. I had gone in there with my coupon, and then they were 50% off. So I got it, and I picked up all of the staples they had, which is one on a day when Tim Holtz stuff was 50% off.
Yeah, we had the same. We got a lot of stuff also from Tim Holtz for a lot of money off. We were like, yay!
Yeah, I don't buy it unless it's money off, because
Me either a coupon or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, and
they told us that if you are above the 50, you can get an old fart discount or something at Michael's.
oh really?
So they said, well, I was like, I'm going to say this. Do you got the old people discount? And she was looking at me like, what the hell are you talking about? I said, well, if you're not so young anymore. I said, oh, now I know what you're talking about. And cocaine, an extra discount.
Well, see, I've never had Michael's give me that kind of a discount. I'm going to have to
Me
check
either. I'm telling I'm an old person. What's going on here?
Yeah.
There need to be some advantages to that.
Yeah, we get old people discount at a restaurant. And Linda, we call it senior discount.
Senior discount, yeah.
Senior discount, yeah.
Yeah, there's one restaurant here in town that actually gives us 25% off our meal, which means that it pays for my tip plus a little bit, so you actually get a savings on that one.
Cool.
So Holly, I have 2 lights on my car that are always on now. The brake and the anti-lock brake. I have an anti-lock sensor that's gone, and they cannot. My car's 25 years old, so they haven't been able to find one. They're still looking for it, but they haven't been able to find one. So I have 2 lights on my dashboard that are always on. But I had a check engine light that was always on, and they fixed it. Supposedly, they put in this new $300 part. While the $300 part was out, because they had to order one, the check engine light went out, and everything was working perfectly. It's an emissions thing with that one.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I was gonna say we had to get a new catalytic converter because our engine light.
Yeah.
$1,000.
Yeah, and see, mine doesn't have a catalytic converter. It's old enough; it does not have one. But they put the brand new $300 part in, and the light came back on. So I'm like, guys, this isn't going to cut this. I said, I don't mind having a check engine light on if I know the reason it's on. But this is just, $300 and having it come back on. And so they took the part off and refunded me the part amount. And but as far as the brake lights go, the big thing is that I don't have anti-lock brakes anymore. That sensor's gone. I still have perfectly good brakes, but the anti-lock part is gone. And he said, as long as you know how to drive. I said, well, I've been driving cars since before anti-lock brakes were invented.
Before they were a thing.
Yeah, so I think I can handle that. And so he said, well, that's wonderful, and he doesn't have to worry about it. But besides, the anti-lock brake thing is in a lot of respects more important if you're in up north where you get bad weather. That's another thing about that. So, okay, keep this coupon. Now, what is that? Do I want another little something in there? I like that little piece of paper that's got little dots on it. Oh, you're on me all the time.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm going to have to get off here in just a little bit. I told my daughter I'd get off by 3:30, and it's 3:30.
Okay, honey. Whenever you're ready to go, we'll just go. And that's hunky dory with me. I probably need to get off sooner or later because I have to do laundry or I won't have clothes tomorrow.
Oh, well, we want you to have clothes.
Yeah, well, actually, I have clothes. It's just that I won't have shorts.
You won't have comfies.
Yes, I won't have good clothes.
Well, comfies are important.
Yeah, the kind that I really want to wear.
Right.
Because I don't have very many of those, so I wore them over the weekend.
Yeah, I remember. I was going to say, didn't we just have this discussion?
Yeah, I think so. Mm-hmm. Yep. So
I did everything out of my wardrobe. Like, you know what? I'm going to wash everything. So I dropped everything on the floor of the bathroom. And when I was done with my stuff, I totally forgot about all the clothing that I had dropped just in the bathroom. So I opened the door. Like, oh my gosh!
Lisa, should you maybe make do a big screen and we go through everything real quick before you go?
Okay.
You have time for that, or do you need to just get off?
No, that's fine. I'll start with you.
You'll start with me. Okay. All right. Let me get this out of the way. So once I got my book bound, which this is how it looks bound. Oh, let me back up just a little. Yeah, it's all right. I do have that link stitch in the middle, and I probably am going to put something on here to dress this up a little bit, just because I think it's a little sad. It needs some beads and stuff, but I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, so I'm just going to leave it like this for right now. The signatures are all kind of the same. They're not the same. I've got belly bands to put stuff in. I've got pockets to put stuff in. I do have tabs on some things. I've got some plain white paper in there as well that I'm going to just leave plain white. I put in some belly bands like that. I did do just some stuff along the edges.
Cool.
So those are just little bits of stuff that I put in. I'm not going to decorate every page, and I'm not going to stuff every page. I'll probably do a flip when I finish the whole thing. And these pockets open like that so that you can write on the inside. So that's what the book kind of looks like. Then today, well, I have some more long tags that I have to put ties on that I made last time Lisa and I were playing. And then today I started working on these tags because I found that the long tags were sticking out the top too much. And I'm going to continue and put a few in, but they didn't fit in my belly bands either. So I'm going to put these things in my belly bands, and I am going to stitch around all of them like I did with these, just with the black thread to highlight the edges a little bit. So they're just little clusters of things to decorate them just a little bit. And that way they'll have journaling spots all on the back. So that's where I'm at, Lisa.
Very cute. Okay, Linda.
Okay, this is the last thing I did. It's like a little bit of black and white page. I made this cluster tuck spots. I clipped in some zines. Another tag. Oh yeah, and in the back the booklet. What more did I do? Oh yeah, and a little tuck spot with an artist trading coin, ATC, another zine with fish, and a little cluster thingy. Another weird looking duck spot with holes in it. And like Tanya, I'm not going to decorate every page, but this came out as my binding, and they can move a little bit. I like that. So if I've got one signature that's a little bit thicker than the other, I can just scoot it over, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I did it not with the stitch like we should have done. This is the Linda long stitch. I don't know. It's like a combination of a long stitch with a pamphlet stitch. So that's it, guys. That's it.
Is it lovely? It's lovely.
It's lovely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I'm working on this page right now, and I'm going to add these 3 buttons. So that's
Cool.
what it looks like. This is lace, and this is paper lace that I made. This was a stencil. And then I just put some blue above it. Excuse me. I'll do those in a minute. Here's my binding.
Came out cool.
That's very pretty, Lisa.
I like it. I'm happy. And here's some beady things I put on it.
Cool.
And a dragonfly on the front. And I added a paper clip thingy. This was all early. I did this earlier, but I'm so sorry, y'all. my horrible little pellet quit working.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. I don't think I did. I added this little cluster to my tab. And I don't think I've done anything. Oh, yeah. This is in that page. And then I added this onto there. This is the one I showed you earlier that Hannah doodled, and I made it into a pocket. I added this flip here. Haven't decided what's going to go underneath it yet, but I just put it in there. I also added this little piece of vellum flip so I can write something under there, and I glued it down with this piece of ribbony stuff. And that's a tab. I'm trying to see what else I did. Oh, I made a pocket with this lace. Haven't put anything in it yet, but I did that. And then this this little cluster is just clipped on here because I'm not sure where I'm going to use it. But I do want it in this book. And then here's a kind of a cluster of papers that I made a pocket with and put that in it. Another tab.
You did a lot.
Let's see. Well, I didn't do all of that today, but.
No, but.
And here's another tag and a little pocket.
Wow.
And a tab. I thought I did something else today, but I don't.
You probably did, and it's just not popping out at you.
Yeah, I guess maybe so. Anyway, I'm going to glue my 3 buttons down on this and then let this dry, and that'll be all I'm doing today. So Sherry posted a picture in your group, Tanya. So
okay, yeah, she had posted, I think, some other pictures already, which was really fun looking, and I thought she had posted it in both groups, but I may be wrong. So.
Well, I will go look at your group and.
But yeah, Lisa, it's almost 4 o'clock.
I know.
You best get to that child before her enthusiasm for her geometry is gone.
I'm sure her enthusiasm for her geometry is gone already. It's not geometry she needed me for. She was just trying to figure out how much longer she had to work before she could say she was done.
I see.
So,
well, Rose, I hope you had fun. And guys, like I said, I'm sorry that I made the binding seem difficult because it's really not, but it was different than they had than any of the videos we went to do, and I just didn't even think about it ahead of time. I had looked at it, I thought, oh, that's going to work just fine. I got that. I understand what to do, and then that's not going to quite work that way. So
Well, thank you all for sticking with us through all of our
thanks for
mistakes.
inviting me,
and
guys. Yeah,
We appreciate you coming, Linda. It was
Yes.
fun.
it was fun.
So thanks, Linda,
So,
for being here.
Okay, thank you, guys.
I'll get a video out in the next day or two for a prep video for August's Craft Together. And that'll be August 6th and 20th. The 6th, whose channel do we want to do it on the 6th, Tanya?
Yours, hon. We'll start out on your channel.
Okay, we'll do it on the 6th on my channel, and then we'll do the second half on the 20th on Tanya's channel. It'll be noon Central Time, and we're going to make Hannah's triangle book. So we'll see you all then. Thank you all so much for coming.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
God bless you.